Hey, True Believers England team here, and we are going to be doing some family-friendly covers tonight, some kid-friendly Halloween. And I just realized I didn't put in the template, so I'm going to be doing this while we chat here, and the guys here tell you about sports ball and all that kind of stuff. But I went through, found a whole bunch of interesting family-friendly Halloween covers. Wanted to make sure that we were including the Lesters. Of course, Halloween's a little bit rough for Amy at the very least, and figured, okay, let's do this. But they're over at Geeky Puppet Show doing a reading right now. So, and but we're going to go through it, and they can join us a little bit later. This should not take long at all, guys. Sorry about this. I just sat down and went, oh shoot, forgot to do the template.
No,
and
that's all right.
Yeah, it doesn't take too long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 15. Okay, got all that. And here we go. Yeah. How has your Halloween month gone so far?
I mean, not much. Really going on, just hanging around the house for the most part, and just getting on. Probably get some of the Halloween decoration stuff up. Maybe this weekend. I've got to mow the front yards again before I do that.
Yeah, I actually never decorated for Halloween, but I'm thinking I might put up some lights behind. Turn off the lights, hanging the overheads, and put those track lights they got now. I think that'd be kind of cool. As far as just the Halloween movies, we started watching something called The Sting and Hold Your Breath. And I've been trying to get through Omen, the new one that came out earlier, but yesterday we went and saw Terrifier 3, and that was a freaking good time. Oh, the guys are almost done. Okay. There you go. Let's see.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, if they're almost done, maybe we could stall a little bit. I gotta tell you though, I'm a little bit irritated. I was supposed to get in today's books. That was going to be stall material. I was going to show off books for tomorrow's auction. Hopefully they'll get here. They say they're supposed to get here tomorrow, but yesterday they said they were going to get here today. So fingers crossed. I might have to do another Monday thing. Hopefully not, but we'll see. All right, somebody else just jumped in. We got MK. What's up, dude? How's it going?
Hey, what's up?
Not much of nothing. Just getting into the spirit of things. So hopefully they do come in. Tomorrow I'm supposed to have Adventures into the Unknown, number 149 from 1964. Got some Silver Age GI Combat, A House of Secrets from 1966. Logan's Run 2 through 5. I tried to get number 1. Some Marvel Tales, some Metal Men, Mysteries in Space. A lot of cool stuff. A lot of good silver and bronze coming in. Hopefully by the time we have the auction. Alrighty, and let's see. I'm gonna go and see how far they are.
Okay.
See if there is going to be some time here. Re-enter the Mimic. The second. I actually have this book.
No. Yeah, Eric. I was pleasantly surprised by the Niners last night.
I didn't get to see any of it because I can only get it on my computer, and we were best of the weeking.
It's I mean, again, basically the second half they're down to essentially what at the beginning of training camp would have been their 4th and 5th running backs. And issues in the secondary, missing both starting safeties after a certain point. And again, it started out just like the last 2 weeks where the Niners had a sizable lead. They were up by 20. And then gave up that kickoff return for a touchdown, and that just clearly seemed to swing the momentum. And I was fully expecting the Niners to collapse and lose.
Let's see. Hello to One Slick and Michael Taylor, Jackson Raykert. Let's see. Have you any word, Dr. SCBM? Oh, Dr. Silver Age, I guess. Let's see. Dark Admiral saying, being golden, old school myself, watched Invasion of the Body Snatchers, Day of the Triffid, Last Man on Earth. Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't mind watching the classic monsters. Michael's saying he saw Salem's Lot. It wasn't bad. Kid had Aurora monster models in his room and showed a cover of House of Secrets. Is that the 1970s version? We just started watching that as well.
Yeah, that's the original.
Yeah, Casper and Wendy covers in a disguise. There is a Casper cover. There's a little bit of everything. This is very much a hodgepodge. But while I was going through this, there were quite a few like Archies and quite a few Disneys to pick from. So I just made separate folders and figure we could do these later. And Looney Tunes as well is going to be its own show. It was actually kind of fun, kind of interesting what could be found out there. I got a couple of Golden Age, couple of Dells. Yeah, a lot of good stuff. You saw the Alf is the cover model because why not? When the hell are we going to use Alf? I guess we could go through his stuff and such. So yeah, it'd be kind of fun.
I still remember that one Alf cover with the donut in the pool or whatever.
Yeah.
Cracks me up. I don't know.
Yeah, that one's going to cost you $1 if you actually want to get that. That is for sure. Yeah.
It's worth more money than the others, huh?
Oh, most definitely. Alf is generally, I don't know, the first one is worth a couple of dollars, but that's the one that's really big money and such. Ghost. I woke up this morning with let's see, I woke up this morning and Them was playing and got sucked in. Oh, that'd be cool. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. Is it Them or They? Isn't one of them a Wes Craven and one of them like They? Isn't it that an ant movie or something?
Them.
Yeah. Okay, that's
but the remake will be They Them.
By the way, there is a horror film on Peacock called They Them.
I know. I've heard about it
with Kevin Bacon. I watched it. It was so bad. That movie was such a load of suck.
A movie I heard also sucked real bad. A movie called Men, I think it's called. I think it came out last year, or it's like a feminist movie, pretty much about like every guy who's like killer or creep, and I think they killed all the women, killed all the men or something. I don't know. It's just called Men.
I'm sorry, but if you think everybody else is the problem, maybe I didn't see that movie. I heard about it and I was like, really? Do I want to put myself through that? And the answer was no.
They are making a remake of Them, though. I mean, the movie Them. I think it's just I think they're waiting for like a screenwriter or producer or something, because I read about it a few months back.
Well, I'm sure they are, because Hollywood is a combination of scared to take chances and bereft of original ideas. So
yeah. So it looks like it's gonna be Mets and Dodgers, huh?
Yep.
No, it looks like it is Mets and Dodgers. So.
Oh, the game's over. Okay.
Yep.
So,
yep. Bring back memories of 1988. I don't think the current Dodgers have anybody at the level of Oral Hershiser.
You know what? I'm thinking we need to get this party on the road.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, they can jump in. They can jump in later. All right, let's get this thing going. Let me share out the tier list and kid-friendly comics. All righty, gang. I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I enjoyed going through all these comic book covers. There are some things I have never seen before. So, as you're actually looking here on screen. All right. And Eric, you're in the starting block. So here you go. You get the first one. And this is Famous Funnies, number 75.
Okay, since these are kid-friendly comics, can we swear all the way through our critiques of them?
Oh, I only promise kid-friendly comic covers. We are not a kid-friendly bunch. So, yeah. So if you are going, oh, let me watch with the kid. We may try to hold back all of the language, but I can't promise that. By all means, sir. Rate this in cover.
Look at these frog in the ice holes on the cover. I'm gonna give this a 9. I liked all the expressions on the jack-o'-lanterns, and you know it's fun. Yeah,
All right.
9.
Okay. And how about you, LK? What do you think of this particular
It's
Golden Age comic?
It's the definition of average. It's a 6.
All right. And MK.
Well, interesting. You know, you see the presence there in his Pringles form. You know, and you know that one cotton strip when he takes the form of this guy looks just like that. Yeah, I like the funny faces, except for that one in the bottom. He looks pissed. The jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, I'll go 8 on this one.
Okay, I'm going to agree with you. And the jack-o'-lanterns seem, there are a couple of them that seem, of course, they have the same face. And then there's like, as you go down, there's it's like different versions of the, first of all, it's like the, and then it's like, you know, and so it kind of goes through a little bit. All right, RDV, how long you think you got there? He's giving it a 6. All right, and we've got see child sacrifices on the table. It always is. I've got to retain this youthful look here. Dark Admiral is saying 9. It's fun. All righty, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 7s from Michael Taylor into Disguise Joe and Brian Stam. Hello to Brian. Has been here a while. And to everybody else, of course. And 8 from One Slick. None of the jack-o'-lanterns are smiling.
Because they're all LK.
Yes. They've had their faces cut up and their guts spilled out.
They're all in pain.
Yeah, they wouldn't be smiling. And Patrick Sargent, not liking this at all, says 2. Alrighty. And let's see, any others? Well, I'll tell you what. If you have any votes coming in, by all means, just leave it here. We got 6 from Jackson Roykirk. There we go. And if you have one after the, oh, there you go. I'm 3. Only one looks remotely scary. Dude, this is a kid-friendly night. If you're looking for scary, I'm afraid you're going to be coming up snake eyes on a lot of these things. Most of these covers are fun, funny, or some more form of celebration and such. There you go. But we got a 3 from Ethereal. All righty. And here we go. We got the stop. And once again, if you put in a late bid, it's fine. I'll count it. All righty. And let's get this one down. We have 1, 2, and 1, 3. Getting rid of those 2 9s. No 10s this one. And then we've got 3 6s, getting rid of those 3 8s, and the 7s win. All right.
Regard threw another 6, voted there right after the stop. And
another 6. All righty. So we've got 1 2, 1 3, taking out the 2 9s. And then we've got 4 6s, taking out those 3 8s, and still one of the 7s. All right. Yep. All righty, cool. It's still a 7. Zoink. Where are we going here, kids? I honestly don't know how this is going to go because you know, a lot of times there's like, oh, that's the iconic one. That's the real grabber. And I've got a couple that I really think are great covers, but I just, you know, it's a mystery. I don't know. But let's continue some good old, at least Silver Age fun. LK, you got Sugar and Spike, and this is issue number 67.
Oh, old DC comic. Let's see here. At least the witch looks wicked on here. You know, clever little pun for, you know, poor old Sugar and Spike. Yeah, it's fine. I'll give it a 7.
Okay. How about you, MK?
Let's see. Yeah, what's up with that kid's hair? Like a banana coming out of his head or her head.
That's what she's saying. I am calm and cool and collected. It's just my ponytail that's scared.
Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah.
And so you see her bow and her witch's hat fly off.
Gotcha. Yeah, I like the little leprechaun looking dude next to him too. The witch. I don't know. I guess I'll go 8 on this one. Yeah.
Alrighty. And it's also a book-length story of midnight madness, magic, and merrymaking. Sugar becomes queen of the goblins. And Hal, just read this fun-filled feature and find out. Alrighty, we got another 7. And how about you, Eric?
I think I'll go 8.
8? Alrighty, I'm gonna pop one higher there and say 9 because this is a pure fun book. If you're a parent or if you're a kid looking in the comic racks at this time, this is a lot of fun, and it's got DC Go-Go checks. Alrighty, let's see what everybody else is saying. RDV is going 9, and Brian Stam says 8. Okay, and we've got a 7 from Ethereal and an 8 from Michael. 7 and 8. And next up, 9 for the bow scared off of her hair, says One Slick. Let's see, 8. It's better than the last one, says In a Disguise. And Jackson says, cute. Give it an 8. Alrighty. And 7 from Dark Admiral and a 7 from Joe saying fun. Okay. There we go. Other comics. Have you ever seen the Del Dracula book? It's a trip. Yes, I have. Yes. Also, the Dracula superhero version. You mean? I'm assuming anyway.
No, there's a Dracula. Each of the major Universal monsters got one shots from Del.
Okay. Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about. Then yeah. Yes, I have. By the way, I've seen all, but I was wondering if you were going one way or the other on that. All righty. So let me get the stop up here. And once again, if you have a late vote, please feel free to drop that on in there. If it changes anything, well, we'll change whatever it does. Okay.
But a trip, he might be thinking of the superhero one.
I know. That's why I was thinking that.
Yeah,
All right. Well, we got 5 7s working on those 3 9s. Still no 10s yet. And we've got 5 8s, and that's where it's going to land. We've got an 8 this time.
The Frankenstein Universal Del cover is awesome. It's just basically like a headshot. I would love to have that book.
Oh yes, I know which one you're talking about.
I got the Dracula, but that's the only one I have of the serious ones.
Alrighty. We're going to continue the books of old. And MK, you get one that I've never heard of until I went searching for these, and it's called Scream. It's the issue number 17.
Scream. Kind of gives me like Scooby-Doo, like mixed with something else that I can't think of right now. Vibes. Yeah. Maybe like the Flintstones or something, or Jetsons. I don't know. Yeah, I guess this one. The plane spin the bottle. Okay. I'll go 8 on this one too. I like the jack-o'-lantern in the middle. That's probably the thing that stands out to me the most.
Okay, and what'd you say? You're gonna go what?
I'll go 8.
All righty, and how about you, Eric?
Let's see. No one's going to get this one. Henry Aldridge there is really regretting the bottle placement right about now, given who he's sitting next to.
Yeah.
But it's just clever. I'll give it I'll say 8 also.
Okay. LK, what'd you think?
Yeah, the characters are drawn well. I'm trying to rack my brain for the 40s comic cartoon reference, because I'm just remembering an old either Tom and Jerry or Looney Tunes, because the bottle landed on I'll be polite and say unattractive one.
Yeah.
That was usually the one. That's usually the one that was man crazy.
That's what I was thinking. It looks like Tex Avery's man lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scarlet,
Yeah.
I think her name was.
Yeah, and that was a common, kind of trope, comedic thing that I think you saw a lot in the 40s and 50s. So,
hey, you know what? At the very least, she's got a tight caboose and a nice rack. So,
yeah, no, that's 2-ply. So yeah, I'll go 8 on it.
Alrighty. And let's see, we got 3 8s. You know what? We got 4 8s on this one. I dig. This one was one of the first ones I saw, and it kept going. I just thought it was a lot of fun. Obviously, they're at a Halloween party, but why would you play spin the bottle with 3 guys and 2 girls? I mean, you're setting up a devil's 3-way there. That it's just not a lot of fun. Remember, no eye contact. That's all I'm saying. But no, the kids are drawn funny. It looks enjoyable and entertaining. But there you go. Once again, I'll give it an 8. Let's see what everybody else is saying. RDV says 10, and Dark Admiral says 8. Reminds me of Blondie. All righty, and we've got 8. Cool spin the bottle cover, says Michael Taylor. And we have 7 from Brian Stam. And then Joe says, meh, not Halloween enough. I get that because there's only the one jack-o'-lantern at the top. Let's see, 7 from Ethereal. All righty. And we have Jimmy Carter reference. 5 from Jackson, and 1 Slick says 8. And Rhaegar says, yeah, this could be an 8. All right, so we got 5 and 2 8s. 5 and 2 8s. 1 and 2. There we go. England team, this is an orgy pre-party. Yeah, but once again, the ratio is just a little bit off. Okay, if you have a last-minute bid or vote, please, by all means, leave it right here. I'm going to get stopped, and if it's late, we will still count it. Okay, but what we got here is 2 5s, knocking out that 1 10, and then we've and taking out one of those 8 8s. But you know what? We've only got 1 7 and 1 8 left. 1 6 and 1 7. They're not taking down all those 8s, and we got another 8. Alrighty, fun times. Zoinks and away. Here we go. 3 older covers in a row. I think we're about to step into the new. That was MK. And I get I don't know how new this one is, actually. It's Pink Panther. Oh, I guess it would be a little bit new. All righty. So is that an Inspector Clouseau? Now, I recognize the Anteater. And that looks like Adamant, but I don't know who that is. Of course, we got Inspector Clouseau, and they're all kind of Halloweened up and listening to Pink Panther tell a story. A very simple cover. It looks like Humpty Dumpty. I guess that's what he's going for with the scars. I don't know. I like this one. It is very happy. It's a very family friendly, and that's what we're going for. So yeah, I'm going to give this one an 8 as well. No 10 so far. Only 1 10 given. What do you think, Eric?
Well, you're asking who the ant was?
No, yeah. Who is the ant?
The ant.
The ant.
Yeah, the ant and the aardvark.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Never mind. It's been a long damn time.
Work.
I just I thought Adam Ant. You remember that character?
Yeah. I have the comic. Hey Ant, I'm inviting you to dinner, and guess what? Your dinner.
Ah.
I'll give us an 8. Also.
Okay. There we go. Alrighty. Let's see. LK, what do you think?
Yeah, well, the guy with the mustache, that was, one of the other, I guess, sad sacks or, opponents for Pink Panther, if you remember the cartoons, where you'd see him like the painter. I don't know if he ever actually had a name or not, but, he would be like the poor painter with the ladder that, always got knocked down and stuff. But yeah, no, that they're done well enough that they're all on type, which is nice. So yeah, I'll give it an 8.
Okay, MK, what do you say?
interesting characters there. You got the one guy who looks like Jay Leno with the hat. You know, it's like all chin there. You know, sitting down, and you got I like the Humpty Dumpty with the Tom Selleck mustache. The blue guy reminds me of the guy from the Star Wars, one of the guys at the bar. And I like the Shadow. The Shadow reminds me of the cereal box guy, cat. Why can't I think of his name? Tony the Tiger. Yeah, for some reason. Yeah, I'll go 9 on this one. It's kind of cool, very colorful.
And let's see, we have Rhaegar coming in with a 10 and a 9 from Brian Stam and a 10 from RDV. Okay. And we have One Slick with a 9, and Joe and Ethereal have 7s. Okay. And 10, 9, okay, yep. One Slick with a 9 and 2 7s from Ethereal and Joe. I gave it the high score because I can actually see the art and it looks crisp. Dark Admiral says 9. Michael Taylor saying 8. Fun cover. So we have an 8 and a 9. Let's see. Michael Taylor is saying, I just said that one. 8. Some of my favorite cartoons, says Jackson Roykert. Who is that naked mustached Eggman? And the show was aimed at the Lester sisters. It really was, yes. Which, by the way, I think they got done over there, and maybe they'll jump on. But yes, 8 and 8. Okay. And that would be here and here. And let's see. We shall. Yep. Yeah, I just saw that they were stopping. Well, as a matter of fact, we have a Pixel.
Hello. Sorry for
How
the
you doing?
delay.
No worries, no worries. We can even go after we do this one. We can even go through the first 3. This is a comic book cover number 4.
Well,
And
we have more people coming too.
Remember, these are kid comics.
Okay.
So yeah, they're not going to be incredibly graphic or scary or anything like that. Although in one of the rejects, you're going to see a very, very disturbing SpongeBob and what's the starfish's name?
Patrick Star.
Patrick, yeah. I had it and I was like, you know what? I don't think this is that kind of show. So it's one of the rejects. What would you say about this one as you see the characters from Pink Panther listening to him tell a scary story?
Does the Pink Panther have a voice?
I think he's used it once or twice, but mostly I don't remember him saying it. Eric, what do you remember
About
Pink Panther having a voice?
I thought he was mostly a silent character.
no, never spoke.
Never spoke.
No.
Okay.
I thought he did once or twice.
That makes it a little silly, but it's still fun. It's a good for like a Halloween special, which is what comics trying to be. I'm gonna go. Let's just go good. 7.
7. All righty. And I think I did get all of the chat when everybody else shows up. We'll snag theirs as well. And let me see where this stands for now. We have 3 7s taking on those 2 10s and one of the 4 9s. And then we've got 6 8s battling those 3 9s. And this is the story so far, gang. We are dealing with another 8. I'm wondering if anything is going to be 10 worthy tonight. There we go. If we're going to be like we're a little too adult for the kid comics, and there you go. All right, I'm going to wait for everybody else who's going to come in to jump in before I do the first 3, okay? And actually, if you want, you could take the lead on this next one. It's Alf, number 11.
Quaint. Very quaint. This is a fun one. I'm gonna go. Let's go 9.
Already. Okay, and how about you, Eric?
No. Well, I really have no frame of reference when it comes to Alf. In fact, if he's not straddling a pool toy and I can get $100+ for it, I've never really paid attention to Alf covers. I'm gonna say 7.
All right, we got a 7 from Eric. What do you say, LK?
Alf is drawn decently enough, but everything else is just off. The window's just bugging the living hell out of me. I'm giving this a 4.
Okay. We got a 4 from LK. RDV. Oh, MK. Let's go to MK first, and then.
Oh,
Hey,
do
what's
a
up?
special.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it looks like a pickle mask, pickle nose. Yeah, it looks kind of. I think it's kind of funny. I'll go 9 with this one, and the mother looks the most accurate, in my opinion, of the caricature humans.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll go 9.
All righty, RDV. What says you?
Hey, Willie.
Hey, Willie. Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
going.
Willie.
Oh, I killed myself.
Going 10. How can not? It's Alf.
And my favorite, I'm gonna go make myself a peanut butter sandwich. And then he whips up on the blinds to the kitchen. Grease fire! That made me laugh my ass off.
I just love the fact that he was the first person to eat cats before Springfield.
There you go. Yes.
I was going to make that joke. Asshole.
All righty. How about you, Lester Sisters? How about you?
Well, this is certainly. It's cute. I think it's neat how they managed to render, and I guess this is a funny thing to say, but the shape of his mouth, it's really accurate to like a puppet kind of build. And not everybody can really nail that in
cartoonists don't.
In a cartoonish style. But the characters seem to blend with it fairly well too. Yeah, I would, and I mean, it certainly is obviously Halloween-y. I think as much as anything, though, I like the little corner box here of Alf going, ha! I think that's probably like the simplest kind of like sort of a fun icon and just the overall shape of it. That's really neat. Yeah, I'll give this I think I'll give this an 8. It's at least very good.
Okay, and how about you, Melissa?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go give it an 8. It's a solid Alf. It's cute. It's a cute cover. I like it.
All righty. Yeah, I enjoy this one as well. Although the pickle nose kind of looks a little bit questionable.
Bad. It's a kid's comic.
I know. Hey, I gave a warning. This is a kid. These are kid-friendly comic covers. I cannot promise everybody on this panel is going to remain kid-friendly. All righty, let's see. We've got Michael Taylor saying 7 and One Slick saying 6. Okay, we got a 6 and a 7. And then remember, Alf, he's back for Halloween. Joe is saying 7. Jackson Roykirk is saying 6. All right, we got a 7 and a 6. We have Pixel. Somebody should draw an avatar of you with your hands doing the Mr. Burns evil pyramid of contemplation, steepling, and your fingers towering into the heavens like massive towers of Babel. Wow, I read that whole thing. All right, Dark Admiral says 8, and Rhaegar says 8. There you go, 1 and 2. And we have Brian saying 7. It's missing the fluffy cat. Perhaps Alf finally ate him. All righty, and let's see. That was a 7, and Ethereal says 6. Boom and boom. Ain't it great to be crazy? Ethereal then says, "No, make it a 7." All righty, I will, sir. Where is that? Take away one of those 6s and put it onto the 7s. Alrighty, Alpha's Haitian. Gordon, send us into outer space. Let's see. Do we have any more? Alf, number 11. The pumpkin is cuter than Alf. Well rendered. Well done rendering of the character from the TV show in a cartoony form. This sells the book. Score a cat eating 10. Alrighty. And let's see. There we go. Trusty, did you give a number? feel free to, if you like. I'm going to put up the stop, and we're going to find out where this one lands. All righty. There you go. And let's see what we got here. We have 1 4 taking out one of those 2 10s, and then we've got 1 6 taking out the other. It's 5 7s. And that is going up against that last 9 and 6 8s. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, we land in 8 territory. Can't break through the 8s yet. We're still looking for a 9, much less a 10. Here we go. All righty. Get that there. And let's do a little backtrack here, kids, since we've got more on the panel. And I'll start with Pixel. And this was number 1. This is Famous Funnies, number 75.
I still think 1 would have been enough. I'm going to go 7. I love the look of it. I love that. I love the style of it. But it's just good.
Okay.
There's nothing really special about it.
I believe RDV, you already scored this one. So Melissa and Amy?
Yeah, I did all of them.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'd probably go with a 7 too. It's fine. There's a lot of detail that was kind of left out, but it's fine. Yeah.
It's Sadtober.
Which one do you give? You give a 7? All right. And Melissa?
I think I'm gonna go 7 too.
Okay. And if there's anybody in the chat that hasn't created the first 4 issues, by all means, let us know. And Trusty is saying 5, average is best, at best. And Melissa, what were you about to say?
Well, it almost looks like it's digitally colored. Is this like retouched or something? Or is it just kind of odd separation?
It may have been, because it is a 10 center. It's old as hell. So 1940, I believe. But the scan that I got may have been touched up.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah. All righty. Let's see. Trusty gave it a 5, and Maranya comes in and says, Famous Funny 75, the simplicity of the design and colors sell the book, score a famous 10, and One Slick is saying, no, the color is accurate. All righty.
Interesting.
There we go. Okay, and I'm going to put a line through this one. Once again, though, just put like Famous Funnies or something if you have a later vote, and we'll go to the second book of the night. And once again, Pixel, Sugar and Spike. And this is issue number 67 with Sugar saying, I am calm, cool, and collected. It's just my ponytail that's scared. And you see the bow and the witch's hat being thrown off of her head because she's frightened. Her ponytail's frightened.
Your ponytail.
Well, I was going to give this a higher ranking, but then you did not let me read Sugar's line. And now my feelings are hurt. No.
So take it out on the kids instead of me. I agree with that. I tell Gail that all the time.
This looks like a lot of fun. If the last one's a 7, then that makes this an 8. Very good fun.
Okay, and the Lusta Sisters. And once again, in the chat, if you have not yet voted on this, feel free to, please. Lusta Sisters, what do you think?
I like the trade up on the top, the text, the little characters' faces, and the witch is certainly fun. The environment's well rendered, and the little characters are cute. It says, I am calm and cool and collected. It's just my ponytail that's scared. And this is just, it's adorable. I really like it. I'll give this a 10.
Ditto.
Okay, I've got to say, me giving that little kid a deeper voice is a lot better than your high-pitched one. That sounds way too childish.
And I was going to say, if
For a
Pixel gets
7-year-old.
to read it, it's going to sound so much cuter.
Yeah, I know, right? Hers sounded so much better than mine. Although, MK, could you do us a favor? I want to hear Sugar in a very, very deep voice say her line here.
Please read it.
Which is her line, the banana head kid, right?
It's the I am cool, the word balloon.
Word balloon. Okay. I am calm, cool, and collected. It's just my ponytail that's scared.
See, I knew that would work. It's all in the casting. It's all in the casting.
Oh, that's why he's our shredder.
Now, MK, do it like Amy.
Oh, hi, Eric. I'm Amy. Hey. I'm no cool, calm, and collected. It's just my ponytail that's scared. Come on. And if I want, I can just change my voice
Back to normal like this.
After that, the ponytail's not the only thing scared around here.
Right. So now we have 5. Whoop, hold up. A 7 from. We have a 7 from Trusty. So now we have 7 7s fighting off all 3 10s, all 3 9s, and 1 of the 8s. And this, I think it remains an 8.
What's truly frightening is how quickly his voice went from hi to like, hey, it's like, hi, I'm Alicia. So quickly, it's like you're gonna deal with the girl, and then she just like, yo, what's up?
And Amy got a 10 on the voiceover. Everybody enjoyed her version of it, but so did I, by the way. For comedic value, obviously, go to MK, but Amy nailed it there. All righty,
I say Amy's better, but I'm biased.
Right. All right, Pixel. This was
Maranya voted and gave it a 10. The last one.
I missed Maranya's. Let me. Sure. I voted. Yeah. Everybody gets skipped once or twice. Sugar and Spike. All the details work together to sell a holiday feeling. It's definitely Sugar and Spike score a trick and treat 8 or 10. Excuse me. Oh well, hold on just a sec. Let's see. 6 7s. That's 4. That's still an 8. It's still an 8. Okay. Pixel, what do you say?
Okay.
Screen number 17.
I'm getting the full context of the scene now. The bottle lands on her. Okay, the plane spin the bottle.
Yeah, apparently he either wanted the redheaded girl or the redheaded guy, and he's got a type.
Yeah, kind of silly to. Okay, I think so. That makes it a little better. Halloween party. It's fun. It's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and say that I'm gonna go 6. I'm gonna be honest. It's a 6 for me.
Okay. And how about you, Lesters? And once again, everybody in the chat, please score what you believe here.
It's kind of funny. I mean, I like the stylization of the characters because this must be an older book, right?
Oh, most definitely, yes.
Yeah. So it's got
golden
such
age.
A cool, just kind of a cool way of drawing. And the background is minimal, but I think it works like from a graphic art perspective. Like it uses the minimal colors against the dark backgrounds, I think, really, really well. I think the characters are cute. It's laid out nicely. And I don't know, there's just something about it that I like. So I will give it a 10.
This is very toxic. They're making fun of ugly people.
Like I said before, she's got some nice little buns and a nice rack.
What?
So let's go on. Melissa, what do you think? Not about her buns, but about the cover in general. Yeah.
I like her hands. Those are nice. Those are very appealing and fun, energetic hands.
I mean, that's just a normal face type in this world.
It's like Jughead Jones. That kind of nose. Like apparently that was like a more common nose types. Like these days, no one draws faces like that. His is like he's sort of like an artifact of that era. It's just kind of seemed cartoon history. Let's see. Let's draw well.
I wonder why he's wearing his little. That's like a hat that you would wear if you were a burger, like
like a soda jerk.
Right. I wonder why he still has that on.
Maybe he just came.
Chicks dig the uniform.
Oh yeah, of course.
And the long balls.
So what do you score this, Melissa?
Okay. I think I'll give it an 8.
An 8. Okay, we had a 10 from Amy, and we have an 8 from Melissa. Alrighty, and let's see, we get a 7 from Trusty on screen. Okay. And then we have Maranya. This is supposed to be a family show, not. I said covers. Scream, the colorful characters against the black background work. Just enough details to set the scene, spin the bottle house. Scandalous. Score a screaming 10. Alrighty, and this one, I don't think this one changes either because we've got 3 6s taking out 3 of the 4 10s. and then a 7 that does the rest. Oh, I'm sorry, 3 5s that take out the 3 10s, and then a 6 that takes out the last one. And then we've got 2 7s working on those 9 8s. So I don't think this changes, but the score. And then let's go to number 4. And Pixel, you have Pink Panther.
Already did this.
You did this one. Okay, Lester Sisters, the Pink Panther.
Oh, this is cute. There's a blue aardvark.
There is.
Him.
Cool. All right.
There's just a little ant with popcorn in his hand.
I know, right? The one piece will do him just fine. I mean, it seems well rendered. I'll give this an 8.
Actually,
Alrighty.
I think he's spitting the popcorn. The Advark is.
Oh, is he?
I guess
It's
so.
not like odd pieces. Is that his mouth?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
His nose must be. I don't know.
Because
Maybe just
remember they eat ants? That's all
Oh,
they
yeah,
did.
that's right.
Yeah, yeah. And in the chat, if you want to vote for this one as well, if you missed it the first time.
Is that Humpty Dumpty? Did he fall off the wall?
Yeah. I said the same thing.
Great one.
With a Tom Selleck mustache. Yeah.
I'm thinking I'd give it an 8 as well. It's well done.
Okay. Then let's see. We got Trusty with a 7. I don't think Maranya's scored on this one. No, he's sucking them in like a vacuum.
Oh.
Oh, here she is. Pink Panther. This feels like still from the Halloween episode, if there was one. Well rendered, evokes the Halloween mood, scored an exit stage left 10. Alrighty. And let's see what we got. Did anything change? We have 4 7s taking out all 3 10s and one of the 9s. 3 9s left versus 7 8s. I believe this remains an 8 as well. Well, we didn't change the placings, but we changed the score. You guys came in at Alf, and that was Pixel. So RDV, you can have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Halloween special.
Wow, this is actually from last year, I believe.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. $7. Sorry. Just.
It's
Man.
it's a one shot, so it has more pages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's supposed to be Freddy Krueger. That's Dan Shoney's
Really?
humor is bringing Freddy Krueger into the Turtles realm. It's not they don't call him Freddy. Well, yeah, he is called Freddy, but he's not. But he's not the. This is a 10. I love this. I love Dan Shoney's art.
Okay. And Lester's, what do you think?
Well, I guess I don't know like Halloween movie monsters well enough to say if that's a good Freddy character. If it were Freddy Fazbear, it'd probably be a much different opinion.
Right.
But I do like the jack-o'-lantern faces, and those are amazing turtles. So I will give it a 10 as well.
Yeah, it's like those look
Okay.
exactly like the Turtles did in their very first episode.
That's why I buy these. They're the only ones you should be buying now of Turtles. Is the Saturday morning IDW.
Yeah. We're not even talking like 2 or 3 seasons in. It's like back when their budget was at their peak and they're just at their most impressive. Like that's just
The great
exactly
thing about
how
this,
they looked in
the guys who are writing and drawing this are fans of the IP, so they bring back characters from the show.
Don't you love that?
exactly.
It's
Yep.
so nice to see projects where the people working on it care
It's like
about
Teen
it.
Titans Go we've been reading. Same effort.
Right? That's a great book, too.
What do you guys rank it then?
I think I'll give it a 10. It's a delight to look at, especially as little turtles.
All righty. And let's see, Eric, what do you think?
I'll go 8.
All right.
That's for me.
And LK.
Yeah, I mean they look true to form. And I'll just say too for you, Venkman, enjoy the turtles while you can.
I know.
Andy, Corey.
Unbelievable that
I
that
don't deserve it.
Cretan is getting at work in comics again.
Who else works there?
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it's easily believed.
So
Yeah.
what do you score this, LK?
I'll give it a 7.
All righty.
I'm just saying, I
And-
survived Heather Antos.
MK.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely give him like Freddy Krueger vibes for sure, you know? Welcome to prime time. Yeah, anyway, okay. So yeah, I guess I'll go 10 here. What the heck? First 10 of the night for me.
There you go.
And finally, Mr. Pixel. Well, no, not finally, but next is Professor Pixel. Sorry.
I'll go 7. It's good.
All righty. And RDV.
I'll give it a 10 again. And girls, this is the ones I actually kind of might want to read on the channel sometime.
Oh yeah, nice.
You enjoy them.
It's a good Halloween, right?
Yeah, I got to say, for you guys mentioned a lot of the stuff I like about this cover and why it won over the other cover. I like the colors. I think the orange and black is just holds well. We can't actually show Freddy, so this is our Freddy character. Looks good and menacing, and the turtles are rendered well. I'm giving this one a 9. Let's see what we got in the chat, and if anybody is liking it so much. Not Trusty, who says, give it 5. And then we've got a 9 from Dark Admiral, an 8 from Brian Stam, and a 6 from Jackson. So we got a 6, an 8, and a 9.
I can understand.
Next up, Joe says, and One Slick says 8. Yeah, the cover price is really scary. So we've got a 5 and an 8. And Rhaegar, thank you very much for the super chat asking, has anyone tried the Beetlejuice Fanta yet? I just learned right now with a super chat that there's a Beetlejuice Fanta. So not me. Anybody else?
I haven't tried it yet, but I know its flavor is listed as haunted apple.
Oh,
no apple for me.
Yeah. There's also pineapple flavor and some other flavor.
There's also Ghostbuster energy drinks out right now, but I'm like, no, I'm good.
Those things give me headaches.
Octo-cooler or something? I feel like I heard about that. Ecto-cooler.
No, it's not Ecto-cooler. Yeah, the one they have on now is just some weird, like, fitness drink.
Oh.
That is so weird. TMNT Halloween, Freddy in the TMNT universe. This is a cute, creepy. It sells the book to its target audience, which is what a good cover should do. Score a Cowabunga 10. And then Ethereal says 9. Michael Taylor says 8. Next up, in all fairness, Freddy is not a Halloween character. Not really. Yeah, you know how it is, though, with the horror icons and such. Let's see. 8 from Rhaegar. There's Beetlejuice Fanta. Sounds nasty. I'm sticking with strawberry and pineapple, says Joe. All right, we got an 8.
You know what I want? Pixel? I want Banta Fanta.
Bantha Fanta, like Star Wars? Ever tried bacon soda? I have. Yeah, it's all right. Sorry. All right, there we go. And let's see. Number 6, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Let's drop this. We'll get the stop.
And I'll disagree, and I'll say that Nightmare on Elm Street are considered like horror movies, Halloween movies, and that's kind of what is scary stuff. So yeah, it fits right in.
All right, we've got 2 5s, 1 6, and 2 7s, wiping out 5 of the 6 10s. So no 10 this time. And then that leaves us with 5 8s taking on that last 10 and the 3 9s, and still we have 1 8 left. We have not been able to crack the 8s here with these covers. It's been an 8 fest. All right, let's see if the next one will do exactly.
I mean, if Freddy isn't considered like a Halloween thing, then neither is Friday the 13th or
right.
Halloween, Michael Myers.
Halloween happened on Halloween. Of course.
And Halloween is pretty much Halloween based.
I guess, yeah, you would have to say that about Michael Myers.
It's like saying Nightmare Before Christmas movie is a Halloween movie.
Halloween thing.
Nightmare Before Christmas is not a Halloween movie. It is a Christmas movie.
The only correct way to watch The Nightmare Before Christmas is to watch it on Halloween night.
Or between Halloween and Christmas. It is a Christmas movie. It's not a Halloween movie. This movie does not have 1 second that takes place on Halloween.
You know what I mean?
Ends at the beginning of the movie.
Hey, I want
Halloween is already over at the beginning. That's their celebration for a great
Gentlemen, the way we solve this is we put a Thanksgiving theme in the middle of it.
All right. I'm good with that. Let's see, what do we have going on here today? It's we've got a lot of titles, and I'm afraid we got a lot of titles that we just don't really think of or remember. I'm going to ask you guys to dig deep down. What is a title from the horror era here that you would like to see? I think we're actually wrapping up the horror as well.
Like family friendly?
Oh, no. Actually, I may have this all solved because I've also got Looney Tunes, Archie, and Disney as far as family friendly. And that doesn't even count Archie's horror titles. That's just regular Archie with Halloween cut.
Yeah.
But I need some horror comics to put up here, either modern or olden days. When olden days, a glimpse of stock.
Was it 30 Days a Night?
Yeah. Oh, 30 Days a Night has horrible art.
He said horror. Edward says horror.
Oh.
I'm trying to think.
Oh, Eglinton, I got an idea. I don't know. They did a show off of this. I think they did comics too called The Strain about vampires. I don't know if you ever seen that show.
Strain. Yeah, The Strain. I remember that one.
Yeah. They had. I'm pretty sure they had like a short run comic series and they had some pretty, wicked looking covers. Vampires on the cover.
I agree with One Stick Dude. If there's enough Mystic covers, do those.
Mystic. Well, let me. I've got the Comic Vine.
The one we just said. There was one we just had the other night that was basically a homage to Mystic.
Let's see, 66 issues. Yep, we can do it. I'll put up Mystic. Let's see.
I've never heard of Flinch. It's from Vertical, apparently.
Let's see. You can experience horror any day of the year. Halloween has to do with spirits specifically. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Forbidden Worlds from One Slick.
I mean, but you can read Ghostbusters any time of the year. It doesn't have to be on Halloween, and that deals with spirits.
And Twisted Tales from Dark Admiral.
I'm just saying. Pretty much, a lot of people agree that slashers and all the horror movies like that, Jason and all stuff, are considered on Halloween month. That's people watch 30 days.
All right, and I'm gonna go with Ghostly Tales from Charlton already.
Ooh.
Okay, so
anybody get candy though this yet?
Here we go. The poll is up, so please take a moment to vote and
go.
Has anybody picked up Halloween candy yet?
Yeah, it's already gone. So we're gonna have to pick it up again.
I got a bag of Tootsie Roll Pops and Tootsie Rolls. I was like, it was like $12. I was like, okay, I can get both these. No.
All right.
Mystic.
Alrighty, and let's see. Once again, if you don't mind taking a little bit of time and voting on what is next. There we go.
What would they think of next?
Are any of these books DC or Marvel? No, right? They're like totally different.
Say again?
Are any of these books like DC or Marvel books, or they're just totally different?
There's a couple of older ones like Mystic and Ghostly Tales is Charlton. Mystic is I don't know.
Sugar and Spike was DC.
DC, yep. No, but he's talking about the ones that we.
Yeah, the poll. Yeah, exactly.
Only I'm gonna say is that you can be right, I can be right. It all depends on who wants to what they want to do as far as a Halloween.
Okay, let's see. Let's move on to cover number 7.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And that is who are we starting with? I think we're starting with the Lesters this time, right?
Oh, okay.
Oh, this one's really cool because who got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? That was RDV.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alrighty, so yeah, Lester Sisters. This is absolutely apropos for the Lester Sisters, ladies and gentlemen. I give you. I think they're called the Schmorfies, the Smurfid. Well, we know them as the Smurfs.
Oh,
yeah.
What cute Smurfs?
There you go.
Aww.
Sing a happy song.
Yep.
Oh no, it's Professor Worm.
The Schlumpfe. Halloween in Schlumpfhausen.
Yeah, Halloween in Schlumpfhausen. The Smurfs were German, so we have a German name. It's a German comic.
And it looks like they've got 5 notifications on their app.
Yes.
You can see the Smurfs leading that large crowd into those small trains in the background.
Was this the only version you could find, or is this like this the one you grabbed by mistake?
I looked up Halloween covers. This is the one that popped
Okay.
up. Okay. I literally, yeah, that was it. I looked up Halloween and then went through all the titles. And when I saw Smurfs, this was the only one.
Yeah, come back, Heinz.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Halloween's really celebrated much over there. So I guess that is kind of unusual.
I mean,
Although I'm sure they do have some of the traditions, of course. I think it's cute. It's Smurfs. I'll give it a 10.
Ditto.
Alrighty. Now I'm wondering, because Smurfs as characters, I'm wondering how many comics they've even
oh, they have a
been
bunch.
in.
Oh my gosh.
They have a bunch, dude.
There's probably as many Smurfs comics as there is Marvel grand total.
Especially the European ones.
Papa Smurf has appeared in 301 comics. So and
Papa Smurf.
yeah, and here we go. Just a little quick. Die Schlumpf. Wow, that's kind of violent. Less guys. I know what die means in German, so don't jump.
Are there
in.
any He-Man? Halloween.
He-Man. You don't get to Smurfs until the Smurfs Tales with only 4 appearances.
Why
Yeah,
does this
most
remind
of these are in German. Yep.
Pixel? Does this remind you of a Scotty Young? Basically.
All right. So going back to what we're
Scotty
doing,
Young.
Melissa and Amy, what would you score this?
Who's that?
Oh my gosh.
Gave it
Never
10s.
mind.
Oh, okay,
Um,
I just didn't hear it.
I mean, they're Smurfs. They're cute. How can I
Okay.
not give it a 10?
That's
Yeah,
fine.
maybe-
That's fine. All right, Eric, what do you say?
What cover are we on?
We are
It's a-
on issue number 7, book 7.
That's
Well,
probably
yes,
the longest. That's probably the longest I've ever gone before giving out my first 10.
Ah, okay. How about you, LK?
Well, I mean, it's perfectly Smurfable.
Really Smurfy.
Yeah, so I'll give it a Smurf.
All right. And MK, what do you think about the Smurf? What do you Smurf about the Smurf?
Smurf.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I think I'll go 9 on this one. Yeah.
All righty. Professor Smurf, what do you think?
KRENIZ
Smurf.
You know what? What else can I give this? This deserves a Smurfin' 10.
It does.
Okay. All righty. And RDV.
I'm just picturing the guy who's going after the Smurfs speaking in German now.
Oh, Gargamel?
And now he actually fits. He's back in his homeland. This is great. Like I said before, Pixel, look up Scotty Young. The great thing about this, because you can have a bunch of anything happening here, because you're basically having a bunch of little kids, little boys, who are rambunctious as it is. It's Halloween, and she's the only girl, and I'm thinking, realistically, she'd be like, "Oh my gosh, they're driving me nuts. I'm trying to watch my soap opera."
Yes, of course.
But I like it though. It's a 10. I love this.
While
The
she's
pumpkins on her
tagging
head.
Papa Smurf and yes, driving
You can see their
Debbie.
personality.
She is currently watching her favorite soap opera, The Smurf and the Beautiful.
There you go.
Oh, that's
But you know,
Okay.
it's the nerdy one is what he's getting picked on her ass. It's the 80s.
Or his favorite.
What'd you say, LK?
If you support the Smurfs, you support communism.
Okay.
Who's artist on this? Is this
Eric.
KO?
Eric, what were you saying?
No, I forgot. I got that one up.
All right. After LK dropped that bomb, it was pretty much. Look, this cover is very much what I know the Smurfs to be. I watched the cartoons as a kid. They're entertaining then. I don't know if I would go back and think the same thing. I tried actually a couple of years back, and it is very much for little kids.
I never even watched the live action one.
But the cover is good. The cover is exactly what it needs to be for this IP.
Now
I'm
I need to
giving it
follow
a
it up with
9.
the next issue. Better be Snorks.
Right. Dark Admiral says 10, and Ethereal says 9, and Joe says 7. So we've got a 10, a 9, and a 7.
Yes, Jackson. Bernadette was
6. Never a fan of the Smurf, says Michael Taylor. That's just wrong. Brian Stamp says la 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 9. All righty, and we've got Jackson Roy saying 8. And Maranya, Smurf Halloween, simply adorable. The Smurfs are drawn to the character model in both the comics and the animated series. This gives a Charlie Brown Halloween feel. Score it a Smurfette 10. Actually, my favorite Smurf is Bully Smurf right there, chasing Brainy Smurf. Or is he Jock Smurf? I don't know.
It's just funny because how accurate they are. I looked at the cartoon.
I know, right? 8 from Trusty saying this is fun.
8 Pixel.
Yes.
How have you not yelled out? Yeah, I'm stupid Smurf. Yeah,
I'm stupid. Which is a good band. Wait, the Smurfs.
Was there Latveria? I didn't know that.
10 Halloween right there, says Summoner. Alrighty, and we've got an 8 from Rhaegar. All right, and Smurfette has the best treats. That is truth. Gargamel did nothing wrong. That is true also. He has a right to defend himself and his property. I remember Bernadette from the Big Bang Theory as Smurfette. Oh, don't we all? Yes. 8, one slick dude says the English version says it's Pepperpot's version comic. Sorry for skipping MK. He gives it an 8. All righty, and let's see where we stand here, ladies and gentlemen. We have 1 6 and 1 7 and 4 8s. And that takes on 7 of those 9 10s. All righty. But we do have 4 9s taking out the last 3. Okay, and leaving 1 9 left. But at least we're climbing up that ladder. We're going a little bit past the 8s.
You're running up that hill?
We have finally cracked the 8s, ladies and gentlemen.
Huzzah.
Alrighty.
Every time you say huzzah, I want to go to like the Renaissance Fair and get a turkey. Like
huzzah! Huzzah! It's turkey leg time,
dude. Turkey legs are great.
Alrighty. Now for the 8s, I always throw in like a little off kilter compared to what everybody is looking at, or maybe it's a little weird one. This one, it is, if you open that comic book up, it is all for kids, but the cover itself is a little bit spooky. I'm going to bring it back home. That's where that home is, where the heart is. And my home is still in Orlando. And with Professor Pixel, with Melissa and Amy, and the Haunted Mansion. Oh, and it's my turn. All right.
It's Marvel. It is scary.
Yeah. I included this one. The story, of course, to the whole Haunted Mansion, the new one anyway, is that the bride, she is a widow, but she kills her husbands. And so that's what we get. You can even find her ring outside the Haunted Mansion.
Ring! Sorry.
All righty.
So this is Joshua Williamson wrote this currently. I'm guessing that's
it
what
is.
Williamson.
By the way, I've enjoyed every version of the Haunted Mansion comic book. I love the rendering on this. I like that you can see the graveyard straight right through her. It's spooky. It's actually got a little bit of scariness. That beating heart is actually in the ride. This is awesome. I'm giving this a 10. What do you say, Eric?
I will go along with that.
Your hair kind of looks like Ma from the Futurama.
Right. LK, what do you think?
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's almost kind of just your definition of your modern, cover in terms of, I guess it does a little bit of storytelling. I'll give it a 7.
All right. Oh, by the way, okay. Let me tell you the story because I know it. And yes, I just realized you guys might not know it because you don't live at Disney World. Like myself, maybe Professor Pixel knows this story.
Hours later.
So she's standing by a window and she's begging you to come. She's kind of, doing the wagging of the finger. In the ride, you go through the Haunted Mansion. You see the ballroom dance. You see all the Madame Leota, all sorts of stuff. And then you go into the attic. And that's where you see the bride and the pictures of all her dead husbands. She's holding an axe. And the storyline is you go out a window, and that's where you die. As a matter of fact, that's when the car kind of falls back and you go into the graveyard. But that's you falling out the window when you lean backwards, and you're a ghost. And that's why the groundskeeper and the dog are afraid. They're afraid of you. They're seeing you as a ghost. So that's the storyline, and that's what we're getting from this cover. All righty. MK, what do you say?
Yeah, this one's kind of cool. Probably one of the creepier ones of the night, I guess.
It will be, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for the these types of covers, I guess I'll go. I'll go 10 on this one actually.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I like the ghost.
LK, remind me what you put on this.
I said a 7.
7 already. I kind of lost it in the storytelling. I forgot to write down. Sorry, Professor Pixel. What do you say?
Remind me to tell you what I remember of the cast story for the ghost, because there's a cast member story whenever you go through the training program. But I think this is a very good one. Let's go 9. It's pretty awesome. It's a really good cover.
Okay. The one cast story I could tell you is if you make out with a tourist chick on the ride and you lift up her shirt, your friends that work the security will call you in and say, we got you here. All righty. So RDV, what do you say?
Of all the crossovers we've had with the Ghostbusters, the Haunted Mansion makes the most sense.
Yes.
The fact that because we had one where we had one crossover with Casper. I get the same effect with this. But I honestly though, I love the detail. They got the everything. The window, the shutter, it's hanging off the it's you're in a house. It's basically it's been like abandoned forever for a long time. 10, it's awesome. The gravestone, the cemetery behind her. Just the way they draw the ghosts, it really reminds me of Dan Schoening when he does his ghosts and Ghostbusters.
The cool thing is there's enough covers to actually do a Haunted Mansion run, even with this one being left out.
What about a Forbidden Mansion?
That would be awesome too. What do you think, Lester's?
I like the colors. The brushwork seems pretty good. It's kind of a neat angle. At least I like the structure and the art. That perspective on that is neat. It lines up well with the birdcage. So I think the elements are individually pretty well rendered. Something about it doesn't quite click for me as well as I kind of thought it might, but it's still a nice piece. I think I can an 8.
All right, and Melissa.
I think I'll give it an 8 too. Yeah.
All righty. Let's go to the chat and see what they say about this awesome cover. Brian Stamp says 8, and One Slick says 10. Extremely well done. Lots of detail. Inks are on the spot. So we've got an 8 and we've got a 10. All righty. And next up, a 9 from Ethereal and Dark Admiral. And Rhaegar said if there's no Eddie Murphy, it only gets an 8. And then we've got a 7 from Joe. So we've got a 7, 8, and 2 9s. All right, 7, 8, and 2 9s. Next up, 9, very cool cover, nice details and colors from Michael. And Trusty says 8 along with Jackson Raker. All righty, so that is a 2 8s and a 9. 1, 2, and 9.
In case anyone was wondering, the Muppets Haunted Mansion is okay.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. Very enjoyable, not memorable though. Yeah.
No, it's nothing great, but it's fun.
There's a Muppets Haunted Mansion?
Yep, it's on Disney Plus.
It's a special on Disney Plus, yeah.
By the way, I'm also somebody who enjoys the Eddie Murphy Haunted Mansion. I really loved last year's Haunted Mansion. Haunted Mansion, well-rendered cover, mysterious and spooky, but not altogether ooky. Okay, it's Adam's Family, but we'll go with it. This cover sells the book. Score it a haunted 10. Alrighty, and then this is the scariest cover so far, says Michael Taylor. All right, let's get that stop. And let's see where we go from here. Where do we go from here? Let's see what we have here is 2 7s, knocking out 2 of those 6 10s, and then 6 8s, taking out 4 of the 10s and 2 of the 4 9s. This is another 9 already. Awesomeness is coming. At the cat's back. We don't have a cat, but we have a cat.
The cat came back. He wouldn't stay away.
All right. Oh, that's the first 9. Wait, I thought another cover made a 9.
The Smurfs?
The Smurfs should have been 9. That would have been all hilarious.
Yeah, what are you talking about? This? Why is the Smurf in the 8s? So many.
Yeah, I know. I just misplaced it. That's all. All right, that was my turn. We're going back to Eric, and with cover number 9 and Casper. Halloween special.
$1. That's robbery.
238.
Eric.
Yeah, this is, cute enough, kid friendly enough, but I don't know. I like the things. The jack-o'-lantern carves itself apparently.
Yep.
I'm going to say 8.
Okay, we've got an 8 from Eric. And how about LK?
Yeah, I echo a lot of the same things, and the idea, Eric, is that again, Casper, the pumpkin's so scared that his face jumped out is what I'm guessing there. But
yes, he is so scared his face falls off.
It would be better if his just eyes went out instead.
Or if he had a scared-looking pumpkin face. Is he so happy to see Casper that his face falls out? That doesn't.
No, nobody's ever happy to see Casper.
Or maybe the pumpkin is now possessed by a ghost.
Maybe he has a superpower to make jack-o'-lanterns.
Anyways, I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm taking a point off for that stupid. Hey kids, 25% more comics.
It was important back in the day, man. 230 issues.
So we all know how much kids like math.
Yes. All righty. So what do you say, MK?
Yeah, kind of cool. I actually have a Casper puppet that looks similar to this pose. I don't know if I got McDonald's or Burger King when I was a kid. It was like a glow in the dark hand puppet thing. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's kind of cool. Kind of looks like Casper's telekinetically like ripping off the face of that jack-o'-lantern or something. I like it. I'll give it a 10. It's kind of a cool cover.
And I will say, by the way, there is a surprising lack of Casper Halloween comics in his own title. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah.
So the ghost of a chance we'll do Casper once.
Okay, so how about you, Professor Pixel?
I think this is fine. Casper, the friendly ghost, is always fun to see. I do like the farmer in the background. He's the one noticing that. I think the face popping out of the pumpkin is just for fun. I don't think it's meant to be thought of as too serious. Just a and then, hey, look, it's jack-o'-lantern. Perfect for the season. It does its job. I'm going to go 8. It's good. It's very good.
All righty. And RDV, what do you say?
Honestly, I'm looking past that. I'm looking at the leaves blowing in the air, the sky, the color of it, the pumpkins, how it's on a slanted hill. It kind of looks like you're watching like a Dr. Seuss thing, story. Casper looks well, pretty big, you got the worried guy because he just saw a ghost, which is like running game. Not only that, like I said, I think the pumpkin was probably possessed, and now he sees another ghost, and he's saying, "Hello, what's up, Casper?" I'm giving this a 10. This is great.
Alrighty.
And you know what? It is scary because, hey, kids, math.
Oh, that's
Because
it. Okay, math.
now you're dealing with what is 25% more.
Right.
So Melissa and Amy, what do you think?
You know, it's funny. When I first looked at it, I just kind of looked at Casper and I'm like, they need to kind of work on rounding out the structure in his face a little since it's such a simple design. If it's off a bit, it just doesn't quite read. But, well, I mean, it does, but not as smartly as I might like. But never minding that. And it's fine. But when you look at the way everything else comes together, just the way the colors in it and the overall layout, the shapes of things, and just as a piece and as specifically a Halloween piece, you really can't do a lot better. So all of that to one side, yeah, I'll give it a 10.
Okay, how about you, Melissa?
I mean, that's good perspective in the environment. Getting colors, nice environment. And I mean, he's magically carving a pumpkin, spooks. I mean, I don't know how much more like classic, child Halloween
comic book.
I got comic imagery. You can actually ask for. So it'd be the first thing you think of when you think cute little comic book for kids for Halloween. So like, yeah, it does what it does extremely well. Yeah, 10.
I need a Casper crossing over with the Chilling Tales of Sabrina.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
You get Wendy on there too. Yep.
I agree. Is the only distraction is that 25% off thing because everything else is actually very well rendered. I'm gonna go 9 on this.
It looks like the same sort of style of the early Archie comic books where they draw everything, the background, everything.
Yeah,
so I like it.
All right, so Trusty says nothing special. Give it a 6. Alrighty, and then we've got a Brian Stam with 9, 7 from Dark Admiral, and Michael Taylor with an 8. So we got a 7, 8, and 9. 7, 8, and 9. Let's see. Joe says 7. Rhaegar says 8, and One Slick says 8. Fun cover, but the 25% blurb takes away from it. Yep. And Rhaegar saying 8, I guess. So it's a 7 and 2.
Can you imagine Jughead and Casper in an eating contest, and now the burgers are going through Casper?
That would be kind of funny. 8 or 7, very generic, says Ethereal. Alrighty, and let's see what we get as we scroll up. Casper Halloween. This feels like a scene from the cartoon in a good way. Cute and spooky like Casper is. This sells the book to the target audience. Score a Casper 10. Alrighty.
That's
and 6, the pumpkin shouldn't be smiling if he's scared. Okay. And then we have, let's see, that's the only good part. Just passing through, but Casper does it for me, 2, says Brother Joe. Alrighty. Well, thanks for stopping by. I hope you stick around and score some comic book covers with us sometime. Rhaegar says, Jackson, you ever got on a roller coaster and were so scared you giggled uncontrollably? I do that all the time, says Rhaegar, next to children that aren't mine. All right. I was Casper one Halloween and had those old fire hazard plastic costumes. Yeah, I know about those. There was a famous name attached to them. Do you remember what they were, LK? The ones with the mask and the rubber band. What was his name?
The brand?
Yeah.
Death Traps.
How about you, LK? Do you remember that? Or Inglatina, not me. Eric. What the freaking?
No, and wow. You ran out of other people's names to call me, so now I'm you. Jesus, God Almighty!
Ben Cooper is what Michael Taylor is saying. That might be what I'm looking for. Yeah. Let's see. We've got 2 6s, taking out 2 of those 4 10s, 4 7s, taking out the last 2 10s and those 9s. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are landing in an 8. Oh my gosh, it is an 8 fest tonight. Unlike the 8 fest that started this whole show off. Alrighty, so let's get this one down. What, pray tell, is the Chilling Tales of Sabrina? It's actually Archie.
Oh, it was Ben Cooper, Inc.
Okay, yeah, that's what Michael was saying.
That's what.
All right, that was Eric, and this is going to be LK, and he gets Scooby Dooby Doo. Issue number 125.
It's scarier than I would say your kind of typical Scooby-Doo character. I'm not a real fan, though, of how they drew Scooby and Shaggy. So all that said, I'm going to give it a 6.
Alrighty. And how about you, MK?
What the heck is that guy? Oh, it's
Headless Horseman. But,
yeah. Headless Jack Lantern Horseman guy. Yeah, that's cool. I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, I like the background behind Scooby and Shaggy. I think I'll go 9 on this one. Yeah.
All right. And how about you, Professor Pixel?
This is a very cool one. The trick or treat. This headless trick or treater is coming after Shaggy and Scooby. I don't think Scooby's really the problem. I think Shaggy is when it comes to the style. But I wish I could just by telling the year, I know this is just the effects of like to that early.
It's like 2004, I think, is it?
Yeah, early 2000s. That's just what it is. But it's still very good. It's very fun. It's very festive. I'm going to go 9. I think this is pretty awesome. It's an awesome Halloween Scooby-Doo cover.
All right. And RDB.
So the scary part is in order to get the Headless Horseman, to get that pail, for his head, the price he had to pay, to get McDonald's to get that Happy Meal. No, I honestly, Shaggy and Scooby look fine. I mean, they look just like the characters. I mean, it's freaky as far as if honestly, because I wonder if this is the part where they started making the monsters real in the comic books, because that's what it looks like. If not, that's very well done, and that guy should be working in Hollywood. Maybe it's Mysterio's brother.
All right, yeah. What do you score this, sir?
I'm good at 10.
All right.
Even the candy coming out of the pumpkin, and look at the pumpkin pail he has. Both of them have. It's scared jack-o'-lanterns.
Yeah, that's true. All righty, RDV. Not RDV. Melissa and Amy, what do you think?
Is Scooby dressed as Blue Falcon?
Dynamite, maybe?
Oh, maybe Dynamite.
No, it's Batman gauntlets. Look at the.
Yeah.
Oh, you think so? Oh, okay.
And maybe Shiny Wizard for Shaggy? I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
Or not Shiny Knight. Sorry, not Shiny Wizard.
It's funny how I've just noticed that Shaggy's still got his finger on the doorbell. So this guy just bang really all of a sudden. I think that's an interesting detail that really sells the timing of the action. Well, I mean, it's at least a 9 because the elements of it are all really well done.
All right.
What country are they in? Liberia?
They can get some hot dogs while they're there.
Okay, Melissa, what do you score this?
Well, let's see. I mean, I love Shaggy's face. It's a really sweet little like that face. I like how the headless the villain there. He doesn't just have a pumpkin for a head. He has a pumpkin bucket for a head. And he's holding over his own neck. I think that is a really cute touch.
And he's trick or treating.
Trick or treat. Oh. I think I'll give it a 9.
All righty. And I'm going to agree with you guys. I think this is a fun cover, and you gave it an extra point when you pointed out Shaggy's still holding the button. All right, let's go, or the bell. Let's go to the chat. Brian Stam says 7, and when everyone is Eric, no one is Eric, says Rhaegar. Jackson gives it a 6, and Trusty says, I agree with LK, give it a 6. So we got a 7 and 2 6s. All righty, next up. We have Ethereal Dragon with a 9 and 10 because Scooby-Doo, says Rhaegar. All right, so we got a 10 and a 9. And then 8, that's my childhood and my adulthood, says Joe. Okay, and we've got I am the horseless headman, says Brian Stam. 10, very cool cover, says Michael Taylor. And Raggy, it's a 9. All righty, and that one is from One Slick Dude. So we've got a 9.
I was just watching the animated sleepy what was it called? The Headless Horseman? The Disney one?
Adventures of Ichabod and Mr.
Yeah,
Toad.
that is I forget the animation is just done so well.
Yeah, I love that movie. Both stories too. And Dark Admiral says 9. Alrighty. And we have Maranya, Scooby-Doo. The characters are slightly off model, but the concept overall works. Lots of detail. This sells the book to target audience. Score a Scooby Snack 10. Alrighty. Question: would you want it in your collection? Yeah, I could do that.
I want
because
all these.
showing off Halloween items is a big thing, and he has a candy bucket for a head because he is a miser. Have a good one, Brian Stam. All right, let's get this one down. And what we've got here,
miser.
We've got 3 6s taking on 4 10s, knocking them all the way down to 1. And then we've got 2 7s. There goes that last 10 and 1 of the 6 9s. And then there is nothing standing in the 9's way. And that's where this
Later, Brian.
Say again?
I'll say good night to Brian.
Alrighty, and we have another 9. We are still looking for that elusive 10. Will we find one tonight? I have no idea. That was Eric, I believe. Nope, that was LK. This one is MK. Tom and Jerry, issue number 11 from 2001. Oh, and this is the German cover, too.
I was going to say, I'm reading, I'm like, it sounds German.
Yep.
Lobster?
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's very colorful. Yeah, I like the shadows in the background though too. That's cool. Yeah, I'll go 10 on this one. Yeah.
All righty. Okay, and how about you, Pixel?
My problem here is how Tom and Jerry are drawn. There's something wrong. It's not right.
But that's how they're drawn.
It's not how they're drawn. If you look
at modern, yes.
No,
They're being seen through as a reflection of a glass.
What's wrong with the mouse? He looks exactly like he does in the cartoons.
You mean Jerry?
I don't watch this show. I've only seen clips
You
of it.
ever watched the Tom and Jerry cartoons?
Yeah, but anybody knows who Tom and Jerry are.
Yeah, I know they are. I just don't.
But it's not. It doesn't look right. Like, whereas I could forgive Shaggy in that last cover, I can't forgive this one. I'm going to have to go a 6.
Okay. There you go. And RDV, what do you say?
Well, Pixel needs some take off the shades at nighttime because he's driving blind. This is a 10. I like this. Even with the German version. The monster drinking Frankfurt.
Alrighty.
Oh,
How about you,
Eric?
listeners?
There's more than 4 Ks up there.
Cool, Bryn.
Okay.
Did you say something?
There's more. Look how many Ks are up there.
What do you say, Lesters?
I think is this pumpkin is he like a police detective or something, and that's why he has the reflective glasses? Right? That could make it a more interesting story. So I think it's like a Miami Vice police detective pumpkin, and they're off to solve some kind of Halloween related mystery. Probably. Maybe.
His name is Sunny Pumpkin.
Right. Sunny Pumpkin. There you go.
So what do you score?
I think I'll give it a 9. Yeah.
Alrighty. And Melissa.
Let's see. Cute. Nice shadows in the background. It's pretty kind of.
The reverse gradient on Tom's eyes is kind of an unusual choice.
Yeah.
Generally, it depends on the lighting that you're using. There's no shading on this, so it's kind of hard to go like, well, if he's lit from above, then maybe you could argue but that's not typically how you would. That would be a very specific to choice if you were rendering a character's eyes and you put the cross shadow on. I mean, that very specific.
So what do you score, Melissa?
Oh, sorry.
Okay. I think I'll give it a 7.
Alrighty.
I was just curious. So, wouldn't only one character be in each lens?
Depends. Well, when you look at it, Jerry's from different angles in a way, because where it's cropped off on one side. So if when you view things, you're viewing the same scene from two different angles, and that's
Making, like,
overlaid. That's kind of how you
they're
produce
curved lenses. That's how I was confused by they.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Eric,
So-
what do you say?
Oh, sorry.
Well, first I'll say that I would have given the Scooby cover an 8 had I been asked. You got so excited to be me for a second that you skipped me.
Eric, you should have said.
Sorry.
Eric, I just say it was excuse me.
Now, okay, I'm gonna real quick. I'm gonna give us a 9, and because I know it's a 2001 cover, because it says on it. If this were 1961, this would be about a 4.
Mm-hmm.
But I do understand that when they, the farther we went down the road, the better it got. I'm sorry, no, that's a bad street. Everything was so tame by 2001 that you just have to expect that they're smiling and happy because they're best and pals now. They probably don't even.
Yeah.
Tom didn't even probably try to eat Jerry anymore by 2001.
Right. Okay. So, LK, what do you think?
I'm pretty much going to split the difference here and go 6.
All righty. There we go. And I'm looking at it. I think, yeah, it's all right. It's a 7. It's a 7. Okay, let's get to the chat. And we've got an 8 from Michael Taylor. Tom and Jerry for modern audiences, fine, says VENKMAN. Okay, we got an 8 from Michael Taylor, a 6 from Joe. Tom looks like he's tripping. He looks like he's wearing a white bodice. All right, and that is an 8 and a 6. And then we have a 7 from Ethereal, a 6 from Rhaegar, and yep, off-model coloring from Jackson. So he gives it a 6. So we got a 7 and 2 6s. And then we've got I'm with Pixel. The characters are off slightly. Give it a 7, says Dark Admiral. And Tom and Jerry Halloween, missing Tom and Jerry shadows behind the cute pair, expertly reflected in the jack-o'-lantern sunglasses. Cute, scary, sells the book, score a Halloween 10. All righty. And then we have Rhaegar not getting the joke. 7, they missed the mark on Tom with the inks, says One Slick. All righty. And we've got, they call him the Breen. It keeps blowing the by. Okay. Let's see. We get the stop here. All right. And
I mean, to be fair, though, if you just Google Tom and Jerry, there's like 40 different versions of them. So what's his original?
All right, so we got 5 6s, taking out all 3 10s and the 2 9s, and then you get 5 7s versus 1 8. This is a 7 easily, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going backwards. We need to go forwards. We're looking for that 10, but unfortunately, Tom and Jerry was not the one to deliver. Will the next one, when we go to Professor Pixel and we give him, Dell Giant Halloween Fun starring Little Lulu.
This is cute. Got the pumpkin lighting the way. Characters below are a little bit off. But overall, it's good fun. So let's go good. 7.
All righty. And how about you, RDV?
Wow. I guess these witches can get punched up by the Marvel family yet. That is cool. Yeah, it's like instead of doing the Rudolph thing, like they got a pumpkin lighting the way. That's cool.
Yeah.
And then they got the little kid down there. He's like, "Hey, wait for me!" And he's like, "Did he fall? Go big he is!"
Either he fell or he's 12 feet tall.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No,
That's a 10 now. Now it looks like he's falling.
All right. What'd you say, LK?
I just said no. He's supposed to be on the ground waving at them as they fly by.
He's as big as a house. Yes. Lester Sisters, what do you think?
Yeah, he's either the size of a 2-story house or a little bit bigger, actually, or he is, fallen. And he's like, "Wee, bye, guys." And
thanks for the lift.
Thanks for the lift. But then, he'll magically go, boop, because it's a cartoon, and apparently they're also magic, which is good. Witch Hazel, now, that's not the character from the Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Yeah, she's a different
No, it's a different witch.
A different. Okay. All right. It is cute. You can't say it's not cute. I think it's a really. It is a really good Halloween illustration, though, isn't it? Oh, what the heck?
Yeah.
I'll give it a 10.
Yeah.
One thing I've always loved about the Dells are the coloring, and I think the coloring.
Yeah.
Very appealing.
So that witch is pretty much famous now because she's selling her product, Witch Hazel, everywhere.
Exactly. Melissa, what do you think?
I love how happy the little witches look.
Yeah.
With the way her head's tilted, and it's just a cute, joyous little image there. It's very appealing. I think it's definitely one of the more charming. And there's plenty of cute covers. This is a very charming Halloween cover. So yeah, I think I'd give it a 10.
All righty, Eric.
Oh, it's a 10 all day. Look at the sky.
Yeah.
Look at the detail with the different shades and the stars in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not, they're not drawn like little stars, but it's everything about this cover. It's that they were just better in those days.
Yeah, the warmth of it. It's really nice.
Yeah. LK, what do you think?
Yeah, there's a nice whimsy to it. It's an 8.
All righty. And how about you, MK?
Yeah, it's nice colors. The flashlight, pumpkin or jack-o'-lantern, the sky. There's just one thing that strikes me as funny. Like, has anyone mentioned how they just casually drop that little kid, falling out of the sky or whatever? Like, I don't know, but that's just funny. And I like the moon crest in the background. So yeah, I'll go 10. Yeah.
All
That is
righty.
a nice moon.
Okay, we get a 10, and then Pixel, what do you give this?
Oh, I went first. I give it a.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we got 10. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I mean, if they really did make if he actually was supposed to intend to be falling, and they did that on purpose, that is an epic troll.
I think what we're doing here is kids' comics for Halloween. And the coloring, the witches, little Lulu herself, the pumpkin, everything is absolutely whimsical. It's fun. The colors, like I said, are dead on. This is a 10 easy. What's up?
Tubby, by the way.
Tubby.
Yeah, her best friend. I had to look that up because I was 99% sure it was Tubby, but yeah. So his best friend and chief antagonist.
There you go. Michael Taylor says 9 and Jackson says 8. All right, we got a 9 and an 8. And then Maranya says Halloween fun. All the characters are drawn to model, just enough background to set the scene. Forced perspective implies great distance. Cute, scary cover. Score a Lulu of a cover 10. All righty, and then we've got a 10. Just a fun old school cover, says Dark Admiral. Little Lulu and Witch Hazel team up. That's a 9. And that's from Joe. One Slick says 10, 1960s fun comic book. And then we've got 8 from Tolfer. Hey, what's up, man? 8 pumpkin headlights is good for a laugh. Alrighty. And weird perspective, depth, oddly placed house with no roads or anything. Give it a 7. Alrighties, guys. Hey, we finally got rid of that boy. Wait, what boy? Oh, yeah, okay, I got you. All right, let's get the stop here, and let's find out. We have effed around, and now it's time to find out. All righty, and what we got here is 2 7s and 3 8s and 2 9s trying to take on 9 10s and failing. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
First 10.
Walt Disney World proudly presents our first 10 of the night.
Aww.
There we go. I like to say that because Disney stopped saying ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Yep.
In-betweeners.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. That was, I believe, Pixel started that one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's RDV, and RDV, there could not be a more appropriate comic book cover for you to start than Barbie, number 26. Sorry, it's a little blurry. That's my scan, not the comic.
Wow, the girl on the bottom looks kind of deranged a little bit. This pumpkin's mine.
It's a Barbie fashion Halloween show.
Bet you Amy wants to read this.
Yes.
Now, you want me to look at a Comixology, see if we can read on the channel for you?
Yes. We could do it for Halloween, right? Oh, it's so cute.
It would be scary. I am Barbie.
Oh boy, I'm Ken. And it's probably correct.
Where's Clint? I love him. No, the girl on the bottom kind of looks kind of like Ileana a little bit. But
oh yeah, she does.
Yeah, I'll go 8 with this. I mean, it looks like it could be Barbie, I guess, or any other thing, but the background, once again, the moon, the trees, all the pumpkins everywhere, it is so cool.
It is. It's very Halloween-y.
All right, so who's ever after me?
That would be the Lesters, and here is a more clear picture, by the way.
Oh,
so,
wow.
I see it. Look, even the face. Look at, she looks like, this one's mine.
This one's my pumpkin.
Like, she looks like a crazy girl.
That's kind of cool though too, right?
Bump mine up. Hey, bump mine up to 10 now. I can actually see it.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, I was like, that was a really bad scan. Here you go, one that you can actually see.
Felt like I was.
Melissa and Amy, what do you score this?
Oh, are you kidding me? This is a 10 all day long. It's got kids. It's amazing. Oh, this is so cute.
Okay, and Melissa.
Yeah, I'm going to give 10 too. I just wanted to say there's something about the line art, especially in Barbie's hair and the inks, or something about the movement and just the general style makes me think of Kai Nielsen a little bit.
I can see that. Yeah, it's more of a graphic art than a rendered technique.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you score, Melissa?
Oh, a 10.
All righty. How about you, Eric?
So the one looks like all the innards from the pumpkin just fell down her head.
Like, yeah, it's yes, you're right.
But I'm going to give this a 9 for one reason. The pumpkin is checking out Barbie.
Yes. You have noticed that.
Yes.
All righty. Okay, what do you think?
Well, the reason why it might look familiar is it's an Amanda Connor cover.
Okay.
And so, you know, again, it definitely has some late 80s, early 90s Marvel style to it. I mean, the hair is very in model for how it's reminding me of some X-Men and some Avengers books back in the day. So I mean, with that, I mean, everything else is nice. I'll give it a 9.
Alrighty.
Wow, so
And
an Amanda
MK.
Connor cover where the only pumpkins are actually pumpkins.
Yes.
Never guessed.
Well, they're fashion models. They're meant to be skinny.
What do you say, LK?
I said a 9.
I'm sorry, I meant MK. I've got yours.
Oh, yeah, I'll go 9 too. Yeah.
Okay. And let's see, we've got 9, and then next up, I believe, is Professor Pixel.
Hi, I'm Professor Pixel.
Hi, Professor.
You know what? I'll join the 9 train. This is very good, especially like I'm sure my oldest niece would like this.
Yeah,
that's a 9.
All righty.
Read this on Sunday.
I'm telling you, I think this is actually this surprised me when I was looking for comics. I saw this Barbie. I went, you know what? It might actually be fun to. I don't see us ever going, hey, you know what covers we need to rank Barbie. But apparently Melissa and Amy are all for let's rank Barbie covers after the Halloween thing. But I thought it might be fun, and this one just stood out. I mean, the colors that are just pop. I like their outfits. Go figure. The pumpkin that Eric pointed out is cool. and it has its own expression mainly because it's checking out. But it actually is a very well rendered, very, very well done cover, and I'm giving it a 10. All righty, let's go. Dark Admiral says 9. My nieces would love this. And Jackson says 8. I wonder if they need any help. Michael Taylor says 8 as well. So we've got 2 8s and a 9.
Got cool outfits, but they're fashionable, but they're almost superhero fashionable. So it does kind of make sense that a Marvel artist drew it.
And Barbie Halloween, the characters are drawn accurately to Barbie advertisement of the time. Colorful sells to the target audience. For Halloween, score a Barbie 10. Alrighty, and then let's see what we got. 6. I expect more from Marvel, especially on Halloween and Barbie, says Joe. Alrighty, and then we've got the characters of Barbie, Midge, and either Skipper or Stacy. One Slick is saying 9. And Ethereal says 8.
I thought that kind of looked old. It's from 1982.
Yep. And Tolfer says, yeah, not my thing. Give it a 7. Apparently this cover is hard to find. Yeah, I looked up. It's worth $20 or $30 depending. Remember, everyone, while waiting for the Great Pumpkin, give the like button a smash, says Dark Admiral. Good advice, sir. That being said, put in the stop here, and we'll see where this Barbie lands. Is it going to pass the 8 test? And that's the important thing. All righty. What we have is 6 and a 7, taking down 2 of those 5 10s. And then we have 4 8s.
Dude, they make Ken look like Peter Parker wearing red flannel.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
We need to read this book, right?
You know, it might be one that Eric might not want to join. I don't know.
Barbie lands in the 9s. All righty, let's move on. And that was RDV. And Amy and Melissa, you get one of my favorite titles of all time. This is The Tick.
Aww. And he's riding the man-eating cow.
Yep. Oh, apparently you're familiar, huh?
Yeah, this was one of our mom's favorite comics. She used to read it to us all the time.
A man-eating cow?
Yeah, there's a man-eating cow.
We get them all. Chainsaw Vigilante, Paul the Samurai, Man-Eating Cow.
Now I'm depressed because I wish they would continue the Amazon Prime show.
Oh, good stuff.
We actually have a first edition print of Tick number 1.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks. They're using gore font like that.
This is so cool. Oh, I mean, it's the Tick.
And for like a non-Edlin cover, it's really well done.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's an automatic 10. Sorry, it's just great.
All right.
Whoa, 350. How long ago was this comic?
Oh, a long time ago.
Like maybe early 2000s, like 2005 or something like that.
All righty, Eric, what do you say?
Wow.
You missed a golden opportunity by never doing a lenticular cover.
That would be pretty cool.
Yep.
Oh, look, there's Cha.
Yeah, or not on the moon.
I don't know. I really don't know much about this character, but
Really?
then again, that's not really.
He's
important.
a big idiot, but he's super strong, and nobody knows where he came from.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's tobacco chewing workhorse of a man. No, that's an old commercial. 9.
Okie dokie. And
You can try reading the book
LK,
sometime.
what do you say?
It's hard because I've seen better, Tick covers certainly done by Ben Edlin and what have you. I'm going to give it a 7.
Okay. And MK.
Yeah, it's kind of grim, taking off his own head. I like the background too, especially, and I like the annoyed look on that cow's face or whatever. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'll go 10 on it. I like it's kind of grim in a goofy way.
All right, Pixel.
It's fun. I'm gonna go very good. 8.
All righty. And RDV.
There is no spoon.
No?
but it is still a 10. Eric, you ever get a chance, just even though you don't know anything about the character, watch the actual show they had on Amazon Prime. It was really good.
It was actually pretty good. So is the animated, and actually the one that from the 2000s. With
But it's
Patrick
like I
Warburton.
say, the guy who did this, I think, is better than Putty.
Yeah, I agree. The new show is better, but I gotta say I just love it all. So, including this cover. So I'm giving it a 10. Let's go to the chat.
Oh, his name was Putty? I thought it was Buddy.
No. An 8 from Ethereal, a 10 from Jackson saying spoon. All righty, and then we have a 10, cool cover and color, says Michael Taylor. And we've got Joe with a spoon and an 8. And then Tick Halloween, well-rendered cover, character adapted for the holidays. Color works well to evoke the mood, fun and spooky. Spoon 10. By the way, for those who don't know, that's his battle cry. Lenticular cover, you mean? And Dark Admiral says 9. Alrighty. And we have Barbie comic, like most books aimed at kids, end up being rare due to being low print. That is true. And One Slick says 8. Alrighty. And let's see. Once again, if you have a late vote, please put it down there. We will change whatever it changes. In the meantime, let's see. Oh, go ahead.
I was just wondering, like the kids' books and stuff that Marvel made back then, they didn't make much of them because I guess they didn't think there'd be much of an attraction. But I wonder how its sales did compared to like modern, like Marvel's sales, given the wider distribution overall. Would the figures have been by modern standards?
I'm sure they're at least 2 or 3 times what sales are now. I mean, just at a minimum, realize that all the other distribution channels that they had, even in the 90s, you would still find these comic books in the grocery store and the magazine section and things like that.
That's when I see like this the Casper one, that was probably at a Walmart.
Wow.
It looks like a digest form.
Well, this comic was a 10 until Tolfer came in and dropped it to a 7. I mean to a 9. Alrighty, there we go. Okay, so we have a good. Say again.
Can I give it a 10 for our mom?
Goodness. We have to. Yeah, we have to respect the game. Alrighty, let's.
Well, he missed the stop, so too bad.
No, I'd say if you get one in, if you get after the stop. All right, so it is my turn to start, and let's see. I do not have any emotional attachment to this character. I love the games, but recently it's just gotten too much for me. But here we have Sonic the Hedgehog Halloween special, ladies and gentlemen.
Sweet.
And it's basically him holding a pumpkin with all the characters inside. The colors are spot on. This is, in my opinion, a 10. All right. What do you think, Eric?
I think I will go 9 on this.
All right.
I think 4 of us on the panel will give it a 10.
All righty. So, LK, what do you say?
It's, for me at least, it suffers that modern problem. I really don't like the computer coloring of kind of just the way it just kind of flattens out the artwork here. But other parts are nice. I'm going to give it an 8.
All righty. And next up was MK.
Hey, Sonic. Yeah, I'll probably go 2. Mario's better, so No, I'm joking. I do like Mario more, but no, I'll give it I'll give it a solid 8. Yeah.
All right. And let's see, Professor Pixel.
This is a perfect cover for a Halloween special. What else can you ask for? I mean, Sonic's holding his is Trick or Treat basket, and you got the characters in there. You got the somewhat spooky crocodile there. I think this is a 10.
Alrighty.
Yeah, basically showing you who's all involved in the comic in this issue.
RDB.
This is a 10 all the way. Honestly, I'm not worried about the color being digitalized or whatever. Like okay was saying, compared to some of the earlier 2000s ones, oh my gosh, they were done looking like that horrible Sonic Boom cartoon. Like they were actually done with like CG. They were horrible. I would have took that ugly Sonic from the movie over those. But this is a 10 though. I like this. It captures Sonic. He's skidding to a halt, and everyone's freaking out because like they're going for a ride.
Alrighty. Lester Sisters, what do you say?
Oh yeah, this is a great piece. I mean, as a drawing, this works. The scale in it's really well done. I love what they did with the lighting. Like you've got some environmental lighting here in the pumpkins, but there's also some bounce lighting from the moon in the background. The layout with everything, Sonic in the foreground, just the way they brought it. It's such an interesting piece of graphic art. The colors are beautifully done. I love that they gave Sonic a little like vampire and some cape here and some wraps to make him look Halloween-y. But again, since he's kind of in the background and part of framing it, they didn't overdo that too much.
Overpower it, yeah.
Right. Yeah, the little detective agency here in the candy bucket is just they're very well drawn. Some of the details of like the treats and stuff that are also in the basket, it's just so well put together. And you couldn't ask for a better Halloween cover. So that's a 10 all day long.
Yeah, you're pointing out that the purple stuff looks like supernatural, like magic's coming out.
Right?
I admit it makes me think of Patrick Spaziante, and I think like the one book I read longer than any other book back when I was way into comics was definitely Sonic the Hedgehog. It's like I read it long. I started, and it's like it lasted long. I think I started before Sonic before I started reading X-Men, and I was reading Sonic long after I stopped reading X-Men. It's like Sonic is definitely like the most consistent book in my days of my fandom, and it's just like a perfect Sonic cover. Yeah, this is like really 10.
Alrighty, and let's get to the chat. And let's see, 10. It seems to be on point, says Dark Admiral, and Ethereal says 10 as well. Okie dokes. And then we have Sonic Halloween. Sonic carrying the characters as treats in his pumpkin, well rendered and colored. Characters rendered to model, sells to the target audience. Score a Sonic 10. Now I want a hamburger.
Oh, that can't be helped, I guess.
Jackson says
Maybe
8. Michael Taylor says 9. Cool covers and colors. And one Slick says 8. So we've got 2 8s and a 9.
I'd rather get the colors any day over Sonic.
Not into this character, but cool cover. And that's what this is all about. Like the depth and the composition, give it a 9, he said. And then we have now I want a candy bar or whatever someone was crackling open. Yeah, it was MK was doing something. Still doing something. So we're gonna hold off on that. Joe says Archie Comics Sonic was better. He gives it a 7. And then we have gotta go early morning. Have a good one, everybody. Me too. Everyone that ranked under 9 is wrong, says Ethereal. Wow, Ethereal's usually the one that ranks under everybody else, but there we go. It looks like we got to the end. Well, can't unmute your guests because they chose to mute themselves. Okay, there you go. All righty, and let's see where we stand. And once again, if we have last-minute votes, we will put them in, and it changes whatever it changes. But for now, we've got 2 7s and 3 8s, taking out 5 of those 10s. Gosh darn it, guys. And then we have 3 9s, taking out the 3 10s that are left. And this is
Michael
a 9.
said to put his up to a 10. Did you catch that?
I did not. Did it? Bump mine to a 10. Okay. So we take that 9, we put it in the 10s, and ladies and gentlemen, there we go. All righty. We have our second 10 of the night by
Wish we could see it though.
Oh, we will. We will. Okay. Let me drop that. And as always, here we go. These are our placements. These are the placements. Remember, now everybody is voting on each thing here. So let's get that going.
Wait, I need to say goodbye to like 7 people now.
Oh yeah, we get a lot of people dropping out right at the end before we do the rankings.
See right there.
Good night, all. Yes, I love Sweeties. A few years ago, me and my older workers got some Sweeties. Are you saying Sweeties or Sweaties? Because I've got questions.
Maybe I mean like Sweeties, like the candy stuff. Little candy. There was little candy ones, or like multicolored. Like it looked like little pills.
Like Smarties?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Eric, what do you say? Funnies or Tom and Jerry? We're on the 7s.
Funnies first. Yeah, funnies.
All righty. Okay. How about you, LK?
Yeah, funnies first. So, and with that, I'm going to head out. So,
all righty, dude. You take care, man. Thank you.
Oh,
All righty. So, MK, which one is the best of the 7s? All I need is your favorite.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Tom and Jerry. Actually, it's my favorite.
All right. And then we have we've got Professor Pixel.
Funnies is my favorite of those 2.
All righty. And how about you, RDV?
Tom and Jerry.
Okay. And Lester's?
Yeah. I think I'll go for Tom and Jerry. I like the pumpkin. He's funny with the glasses.
Okay. How about you, Melissa?
I think I'll go with the funnies.
Okay, and I'm going Tom and Jerry on that. And then Jackson says best is the funnies, and so does Maranya. And then we've got Michael Taylor agreeing with that. Good night to everybody who's leaving. And Ethereal says Tom and Jerry.
I don't know the story of Tom and Jerry, but I'm imagining the little guy hops around and follows them like a little pet.
Right. And once again, if you do have a last minute stop or last minute vote, just let us know, and we'll change whatever changes. But this one stays the way it is. All righty, let me scoot up to the 8s. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So yes, this time around, gonna need to see your favorite and least favorite of the 8s.
Who are you asking?
Starting off with Eric.
Favorite is I'm gonna say Turtles.
All righty.
And least favorite is Alf.
I'm shocked. Who are you?
Okay, how about you, MK?
Let's see here. I'm just trying to get a better look here. Okay, 8, right?
Yep.
Ooh, Okay, my favorite is the Alf, and my least favorite, Spin the Bottle Kids.
Scream. All righty. And Professor, how about you, sir?
For my favorite of these, I'm actually going to go Sugar and Spike. Least favorite is going to be Scream.
All righty. RDV.
Best is Turtles, worst is Sugar and Spike.
All righty. And Melissa and Amy.
Well, darn it. I think I'm going to go with Scream for my favorite just because, I don't know why, just glancing over them in a row, I think it just looks kind of neat. Least favorite? I guess that would probably be Alf. I don't think it's poorly done. I just think the style isn't to my taste as much as the others.
I mean,
how about you, Melissa?
I think my favorite is Sugar and Spike.
That is cute.
I just the posing and the expressions were just very endearing.
Yeah, that was my other favorite too.
And my least favorite, that's tough. Goodness, Maybe Alf. Yeah.
All
Like
right.
my second, third are like anyway. The favorite out of all three other is Casper, Turtles, and the Pink Panther up there. We can only choose one though. They're all well
Okay.
done.
My favorite was the Sugar and Spike. My least favorite was the
And Everyday
Casper.
Nice. Right.
Let's see. Best is Sugar and Spike. Worst is Alf, says Jackson. Alrighty. And then we have TMNT and Scream, says Ethereal. Alrighty. And next up, we have Sugar and Spike and Alf. Okay. And that was Michael Taylor. Next up, best is the Turtles. Worst, Alf by a country mile. And then Elevate Alf. Okay, what was your least favorite, though? Also, Topher. Hi, all. I have none of these, LOL, but I have Scratch and Sniff, Ren and Stimpy. Okay, all right. And what's your least favorite of these number 8s, Leon? And hello to hello to the new viewers that jumped in. All righty, and there we go. We got vote for Alpha is the best, and we got a vote for the Casper is the best. And we'll see if they bring anything down in just a little bit. You guys want to vote for the worst? Leon says the worst of them is the Pink Panther. Pink Panther was not on the board until now, so there you go. All righty, and do we get a worst vote from Topher? But otherwise, let us go, and we are going to. If he votes, please let me know for the worst. All right, so we go by ratio, ladies and gentlemen.
What ratio?
Well, fellow of Infinite Jest. Okay, and the worst of them is the one that got no positive, yet all in one negative, and that is the Pink Panther. All righty, next up, we've got one that had 2 positive and 5 negative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 negative, excuse me. And that one is Alf, so it's where it needs to be. All right, next up, we have 1 positive and 1 negative, which leads to a score of 0. And that's Casper. All right, then we had, let's see, one positive and 3 negatives for Scream. And then we had, let's see, and Sugar and Spike had 5 positive and 1 negative, which drops it to a 4.
2 negatives because Topher said Spike and I said Spike.
There we go. Okay. That just makes it easier because until he said that, they were tied. But I would have still put Turtles ahead because it has no negatives. So there you go. All righty. Let's move up to the 9s. Eric, best and worst. Some good stuff. We're getting into the good stuff now.
Best is the Smurfs.
All righty.
And the worst is Scooby-Doo.
All righty. And how about you, MK?
Best for me is Decapitated the Tick, Jack-o'-lantern, and the worst, Barbie Chicks.
All righty. All right, we got the best was the Tick, and the worst is Barbie. All righty, then Pixel.
I'm so sorry, girls. The best one here is the Smurfs. The worst one here is Barbie.
Wow. Yeah, I hear you, buddy. I'm upset too.
Cat's pissed. All righty, RDV, what do you say?
Wow.
Best is Scooby-Doo.
All right.
The worst is the Tick.
Okay. And ladies, what do you think?
Well, I think my favorite's going to be Barbie because, you know, Barbie's fun. Tick is also awesome. My least favorite, I don't know. Maybe the Haunted Mansion. I don't. Maybe.
Okay. How about you, Melissa?
My favorite is the Tick. Least favorite, I say Haunted Mansion. Yeah.
Okay. And goodness gracious, sakes alive. I'm good for 2 of them, and neither one is going to come close to winning. I'm going Haunted Mansion is the best, and the worst is the Scooby-Doo. All right, let's go.
Jackson, if they send that cat over to me, that cat's never coming back. I'm just gonna hug him and squeeze him, pet him,
and then sell them to a Haitian. So we have Jackson saying best is the Tick.
You're
worst
gonna
is
say that
Scooby-Doo.
crap. You better say it on your own channel.
Yes, I will. Ethereal says Scooby-Doo and Barbie. Okay, so we've got a vote positive for Scooby-Doo, negative for Barbie. 9, best is Smurfs, worst is the Haunted Mansion. Alrighty, and then let's see what we got. We've got Scooby is worst. Scooby is best. Barbie is worst, says Topher. Alrighty, Scooby is best, and then we've got Ladies Send That Cat Over to Scratch RDV, and Haunted Mansion best. Smurfs is the worst.
You like the Barbie song?
And there we go. Let's get the 9s where they need to be, and if we do get a late bid, tell me so I can adjust it appropriately. Alrighty, and what we got once again doing by ratio, we have. Oh my goodness gracious! It's almost the same. Nope. We have a very clear cut loser on this one, and that's Barbie. And then the next one, that's with 1 positive and 4 negatives. Then we have 2 positives and 3 negatives for the Haunted Mansion. Next up, we have 3 positive with 2 negatives, and Scooby is in the right place. And then we have a tie with 3 positives and 3 negatives, and it is the Smurfs and the Tick. So I'm fine leaving it there, and let's start the Eric best of the 10s. All righty. How about you, MK? Best of the 10s.
I'll go for the pumpkin just because you're probably going to get destroyed. So I kind of feel bad for. I do like the fallen fat kid.
I was just saying, it's like they like Zack or the fallen fat kid.
Yeah.
If he had like a candy bar in his hand, who's eating it, was going down like Ralphie, that'd be great.
Oh god,
Professor
I'm
Pixel.
in danger.
I'm sorry. I'm going Sonic.
Why are you sorry?
Alrighty. And RDV.
I'm sorry because I know it's yeah. Okay, I'm not.
Well, I like furry, so I'm going with Sonic.
All right.
Well, now I'm taking it back. No.
Melissa and Amy.
Oh yeah, I have to give it to Sonic. That's Blue's cool, but I mean, it's Sonic. It's a really different picture.
And Melissa.
Also Sonic.
All righty. And unlike Pixel, I'm not sorry. I think Sonic is a better cover. All right, let's go to the only 1 vote for the 10s, and that's from Jackson saying Lulu. All righty.
Give it a second. I think Marani's probably typing up a 2-paragraph response.
Maybe. Did we lose everybody? I'm wondering if I'm actually wondering if we should keep this part. I like this part, but if we don't, everybody leaves after we're done. So it's like, not everybody.
When most of your audience is in your cast.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess that's that's what I was thinking. Stick around for now because we got 8 people in the on the panel. Let's see. We've got Maranya saying best losing cause in Halloween fun. All right. And let's see. We've got Michael. I like Del Giant, but Sonic is better cover. And then Ethereal says Sonic, you scrubs. All righty. There we go. And pretty clearly here, guys. There you go.
You think you don't want no scrubs?
It wasn't a shutout, at least, right? I mean,
Oh no, it was not. I'm here, but do I matter? Yes, Leon. Everybody matters. You can vote for everything. But as it stands, nothing's unless we get an influx of people coming back and voting.
Gopher just said Sonic.
All righty. So what we've got is number 15, Tom and Jerry. Number 14, Famous Funnies. Number 13, Pink Panther. Number 12 is Alf. 11 is Casper. 10 is Scream. 9 is Sugar and Spike. 8 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. 7 is Barbie. 6 is Haunted Mansion. 5 is Scooby-Doo. 4, The Tick. 3, The Smurfs. 2 is Little Lulu. And 1, the number 1 comic of tonight is Sonic the Hedgehog. All right, there you go, guys.
When we get around to the brackets for this,
that
this was on, I don't care if Sonic is up against a blank cover. I'm voting for the blank cover.
All right. At least you're not biased.
I'm just shocked that you voted like that high for the Turtles one. I didn't, because I didn't think you were a fan of Turtles.
It's a good cover. So was the Sonic, but I just think that the Lulu cover was more detailed, and it was done when you actually had to, when humans had to do the work.
Well, yeah.
And you have the little.
Oh, what's that Lulu cover? Is that 60?
I'm not at all bitter. I'm quitting. It's my last one.
Was
You're not annoyed?
Was Only Fun? How old was that comic book? 60s?
What,
was
Lulu?
Yeah,
probably late 50s, early 60s at the most.
Sonic, I want to read. Little Lulu, I just want to have because it's probably worth money.
Little Lulu's actually fun.
They're actually pretty good. I got a hardcover of a Little Lulu.
Yeah, you put it up at the auction a couple weeks ago.
What was the one that Graphic Man had? Little Vampirella?
Yeah, the Vampirella. That's from the Harvey line.
Nobody bid on that.
Fan.
Nobody bid on that book, by the way. So I kept it, and I was like, all right, so here we go, guys. These were the ones that got rejected. If you need to know why, I will help you. But here we go. This is the other Little Lulu. And then we had a Mad Magazine issue. And I thought, this is a little dark for what we're doing here.
Oh, that's awesome, that cover.
It is a great cover, yeah.
I just like the Headless Horseman. So
this was the other Scooby-Doo, by the way.
Scooby sticking his hand out?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a mushroom person.
And here's another Barbie.
Spider-Man!
Where she's giving out candy to kids. Yeah.
Miles Morales.
This was very...
Go back. He said Miles Morales. It is a little black kid wearing the Spider-Man.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, hold on, just a
So that's where Bendis got his idea from. Barbie.
That's a better.
I'm not the only one that thought that.
Alrighty, I'm trying to. Oh, I didn't mean to close it. I didn't want to close it out. I wanted to make it so I could read comments at the same time.
All you gotta do is hit remove window instead of saying stop screen.
Yeah, so I've got to redo it. Sorry about that, guys. I just wanted to make sure I could read comments at the same time.
Pixel, now I'm really tempted to throw in the Sleepy Hollow movie into the next one of the next polls.
Yeah, Sleepy Hollow.
What with that?
Oh, the Adventures of Ichabod and
No. The only one there is the Christopher Walken one.
Oh, that one. Okay.
You can do that one too. I'm fine either way.
Well, Rob's not going to watch the other one.
I know.
So, no. Hey, it's Mr. Magoo.
Okay, this was the other Famous Funnies, and it's very much.
And those guys?
Yeah, it's very much like the other one, the one that we did use, except for the other one had more jack-o'-lanterns. And I was contemplating this one because this one's freaky, where one dog has a jack-o'-lantern head on, scaring the others.
But what if it's not a dog, though?
Yeah. Here's another Little Lulu. And then we have the other Scooby-Doo with the Haunted Halloween. And
that's a little more creepy.
Yeah.
For Scholastic, though. It's kind of funny.
This one was animated. I was like, should I put this in there? I decided to go with Haunted Mansion.
Check, please.
Yeah.
Hello.
And then this was the absolutely nightmare-inducing SpongeBob SquarePants.
Evil SpongeBob.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, Patrick actually is a squid, so it makes sense, you know.
Yeah. So I thought, yeah. What were we saying, Eric?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you were about to. Okay.
So it looks like a piece of cheese. I used to think that he was a piece of cheese initially. Well, I mean, when I first found out about SpongeBob, I was, oh, sponge, okay, you know.
Cheese Bob?
Yeah,
Cheese
Cheese
Bob.
Bob. Bob Cheese?
This-
Yeah, Cheese Bob.
Princess Tina, go figure. I never heard of it. I grabbed it, but yeah.
Pretty.
I would put it in his own category, like classic comic books.
Yeah, could be.
It looks like a painter.
Zombie Tramp, another one that was animated, but I was like,
I never saw the appeal to that comic book. I tried reading a few issues, and it was just.
I used to read
Zombie Tramp.
Yeah,
I'm with you. There are people that absolutely love that book.
That you should have kept that one instead. The other one.
This is obviously. Yeah, I think I failed on that one.
I mean, that is. Look at the on. I think it's Jerry's the mouse, right?
Yep.
Yeah, like his face, evil thing, and then just, and then it's in German as well too. It's just like
very strong takes.
Wow, look how homogenized it got from just, was it 96 or 95 or 6 there?
Yeah.
To 2001. I mean, Jerry's trying to F him up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one I can absolutely say I failed on this one. I put in the wrong one.
You should have put this one in there, yeah.
Yeah, I can defend all the other choices. This one, no, I was wrong. This is the other, or one of the other Haunted Mansions.
Oh my god,
that's cool.
Yeah, and this was the other one. This is very much, you need to have ridden the ride to understand this one.
I mean, like I said, looking at that, it reminds you of just reading Ghostbusters. The interior art, when they drew the ghosts like that, they're really cool. They just drew the guys looking fun because they didn't have the license to them.
And this is the other Sonic. I think I got the right Sonic, though.
I think you did. That's just a great drawing, but this is still a really cute cover.
This one is, this one is very cute. I gotta say.
That's from the series we were reading with Zach, until Zach said, there's no words, it's just sequential art.
I think I failed this one too. This is a much better cover. With all the kids dressed as cat. You got Casper and Wendy.
Halloween is UNICEF Day.
Oh yeah, that used to be a big thing.
When kids help kids. That's cool too. I like that one.
But I nailed it on the other Turtles is better.
This might be, I don't know, girls, it might be a little creepy for you. I don't know.
No.
Or is this fine?
Well,
I focus on the turtles.
Yeah, it's great drawings of the turtles, isn't it?
I mean,
this is part of that.
Like the line art and the design they peel the monsters. Very well done.
This is the very cover of the one he showed you before.
Yeah,
because Freddy is using nightmare stuff to scare them.
This is so much. This is not as good as the Freddy one, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There you go. Those were the rejects, guys.
That mare cover wasn't.
And let me see, what is Sunday? I believe I will absolutely. I'm shutting the door. I'm locking the door just to make sure Melissa and Amy cannot come in. All righty.
I appreciate it.
Not out of disrespect, not out of any kind of lack of love or anything like that. But on Sunday, we will be talking about. I could wait for Wednesday on this one though, if y'all wanted to be a part of it.
I mean,
but
they're also not around Tuesday as well.
Yeah, Wednesday is your day. Do you come in? Can you show on?
We have
Sunday,
Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. We have other shows that we do.
Tuesdays,
We've got 2 art shows and
Friday through Mondays is their day.
So what if I pull Archie to Sunday and I put the band comics on Wednesday or Tuesday?
That would be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, then we're going to do Archie Horror. Now, that doesn't mean like we saw tonight. Archie Horror is the chilling adventures of Sabrina. It's Vampironica. It's
not. Yeah, it's not. You're not doing the Jughead zombie one, the werewolf and stuff.
Yeah, those are the ones we're going to be doing. We're not going to be doing the Archie special
compared to what we'll be doing Wednesday.
Yeah, all these are tame, but I already have a few. So here I'll show an example of
kids. I got to get up.
I'll show an example of what we'll do for Sunday. Me too. All right, you have a good one, man. We're about to drop. We're about to drop off anyway.
See y'all tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about on Sunday. The Vampironicas. We've got there's other titles here. So
I was just saying.
Yeah,
I was saying
that's all I dragged, I guess.
The Jughead,
the Hunger,
one,
Afterlife with Archie. Yeah, so it's going to be stuff like that on Sunday. Tomorrow is our auction. I was hoping to have the big dogs and the $5 to show off at the beginning of this show, but unfortunately don't. Hopefully they'll be in tomorrow and I don't have to do another one on Monday. So please show up on at 8 o'clock tomorrow for the auction and help out the channel, my family, and get some good books in the meantime. As that said, thank you very much for hanging out with us. Lesters, thank you very much for joining in. As always, thank you very, very much for watching. Have a good night.